Another great product brought to you by TAP Security Products. This is the Elite Edge Trusted brand, bringing you 12.5-inch American flag with skull pattern. It has a 90-day warranty. Its normal price is $34.95. It's marked down to $29.95, and right now it's on special for $24.99 plus tax and shipping. These make great gifts before Christmas and great stocking stuffers, so get them while supplies last. That's right, they're marked down to $24.99 until the end of the year. And bam, we are back again. All right, our guy in the chat, what's going on? Wild Journey, Nation Free Press, what's going on, buddy? How's everybody in the land of YouTube and Facebook this morning? I'm live streaming to Facebook this morning as well as YouTube, so I'm trying to get some action going on. I'm trying to wait for the crowd to fill up before we start showing some body cam footage before we jump right into it. Cops are 5150. Or in our case, cops are 5150. I am going to put up some delete laws. He's premiering a video right now, so I don't want to cut into that. So I figure we will watch this.
7415 Buffalo.
Since it is body cam footage related.
He's not hustling because the guy's brains are all over the windshield.
What's your location? Get out of here. Get out of here. Washington.
Murder.
Hit that like.
It's murder.
Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done this already. Turn your notifications on.
Body camera video shows Nigro approach the crashed vehicle, swearing at Huber.
This video is courtesy of Elite Laws, who's premiering it right now. So we're watching this as he's premiering it. Only since it's body cam related. And that's what today's video is about.
Later, Nigro can be heard telling other first responders that Huber is dead.
Is this the one you're chasing? Yeah. He's dead. Yep. Just one? Yep. So you're okay? Yeah, I'll be good. Okay. 7415 Buffalo. 7415. You can have everybody slow down.
Have everybody slow down. And why is that?
Deceased.
The driver is dead. So he did put the gun to the back of his head and blow his brains out. He shot the guy in the back of the head. He murdered that man because he got a report that he was speeding. And the state-run media reporter in the beginning of this video said he was doing over 100 miles an hour. And so he murdered him because he didn't comply.
As a first responder approaches, Nigro admits he shot Huber and caught the entire interaction on his body camera video.
What's up, Jones?
And just calm and cool and collected.
I shot him.
I shot him.
Responder approaches, Nigro admits he shot Huber and caught the entire interaction on his body camera video.
What's up, Jones? I shot him. I got the camera.
Huber was pronounced dead on the scene. He was unarmed at the time of his death. The New York Attorney General Letitia James's Office of Special Investigation announced the indictment and arraignment of Nigro this week on charges of first and second degree manslaughter. The New York Attorney General Letitia James's Office of Special Investigation announced the indictment and arraignment of Nigro this week on charges of first and second degree manslaughter. The New York State Troopers Police Benevolent Association released a statement after charges were announced, voicing support for Nigro. At an arraignment this week, Nigro pleaded not guilty to all charges. A judge later ruled he be released on his own recognizance.
I've gone to her Twitter and said, "You are terrible." It takes somebody terrible to read the things that she reads. She has to agree to be the horrible state-run media operative. I have no problem working for a woman or under a woman if she's better at it. She's a lot better state-run media operative than I am. I would have to work under her because I couldn't do the bidding of the state quite as good as Gillespie does. Your arms go to a touchdown position. That's how your arms do it. Your arms go to a touchdown position. You see this arm elbow bend right there? Phone's at the top of it. There's the top of the goalpost. There's the other side of the goalpost. Now I've got a touchdown position. Copper can't say I was reaching. Copper can't say nada. I had my license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go along with a copy of my driver. I'm a black man today named Denzel Washington. I had everything ready to go for the jackboot thug pig. I had everything ready to go. License, registration, proof of insurance, everything was together on a laminated card. I already laminated it. I took my time to do it because I don't want this jackboot thug pig to have any kind of power over me. I gave you everything.
Okay, guys, now that I got 14 of you guys in here, now we can go over into some body cam footage as he was playing some. He's going through his normal spiel. He's premiering right now, so I wanted to show him some love and just kind of view what he was doing right now because we did not time this together on purpose or anything. So I appreciate the core group of people that I've got here and the people that are coming in. I do want to show this body cam footage first as it relates to this is going to relate to Carolina. As you know, we've been covering Carolina all week. She's still in the dungeon. I talked to her last night. She's doing okay. But without any further ado, I want to go ahead and play. You tell me, guys, if her story doesn't sound much like this one I'm about to play. I know everybody's a mod. So what happens when you're here a while, Matthew Cook? When you're here a while and you show me that you could be behave and be a mod, then I'll make you a mod. So that's just how it is. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this body cam footage. You guys let me know if this sounds a lot like Carolina's story.
Chief Mike Crispin is under fire for his leadership. Well, tonight, the chief fired one of his officers for wrongfully arresting a woman. But the police union says she was targeted because she spoke out against the department. 10 TV's Carly Dion explains.
It's the violation of everything we stand for.
Officer Brooke Cano fired from the Whitehall Police Department after an extensive investigation into Whitehall Police Chief Mike Crispin says the incident happened 2 months ago and resulted in the wrongful arrest and felony charges against an innocent woman. Crispin says the woman's mother filed the complaint with the department on her behalf.
We realized immediately watching what happened during the arrest and what was reported in the arrest didn't match up, and that initiated an investigation for us.
According to police documents, Officer Cano falsely documented a confession that never actually happened in an official report. Her body-worn camera shows the arrest.
So what you did is actually felony fleeing, okay? And it's a felony charge, and you'll have 2 of them.
Just last month, Cano was placed on a 3-day suspension following a separate incident. Documents say she used excessive force against a pregnant woman during an arrest, referred to the woman's companion with a derogatory name, and failed to provide medical attention to the companion following a use of force event.
I have zero tolerance for mistreatment of the community, have zero tolerance for lying and integrity issues.
The Fraternal Order of Police, which previously issued a unanimous vote of no confidence in Chief Crispin, is outraged by Officer Cano's termination.
These are frivolous charges. I've read the charges. They're saying lack of PC. I've been a cop, not only a cop, an inner city police officer for 20 years. He absolutely had probable cause to effect that arrest.
So I brought those claims to Chief Crispin.
The FOP is going to make allegations no matter what we do over here.
They're also claiming that Officer Cano was dismissed on frivolous charges. What do you say to that?
Well, if you think what I just said was frivolous, then I guess I would ask them, do you think this is frivolous when you take someone's liberties from them when they didn't do what you said they did?
FOP Capital City Lodge number 9 President Brian Steele believes she was targeted for speaking out against Chief Crispin. But the chief says they have to do their job to protect the community from officers doing what they're not supposed to do.
Whether Cap City 9 likes it or not, we will make sure our officers do not mistreat the community.
Chief Crispin tells me they've passed Officer Cano's case on to the city prosecutor's office to determine if criminal charges should be filed. In Whitehall, Carly D.
Okay, so there you guys go, right? All right, so I want you guys to put a 1 in the comment section if you guys think that sounds a lot like Carolina's story. You think that's more like Carolina's story? Let me know. Let me know what you think. So, okay. So, because there was a lot of false reporting. Look at all these ones. One, King Bluto, what's up? All right, 1, because you're a winner. Dub Wubs. 2 chicken to come on the panel tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with these Dub Wubs. So anyways, I got another video I want to show you guys. This is one that I got that's local that just came out. The body camera is dated 2 days ago, guys. So, oops, hang on. 2 days ago. Gloria.
104, I'm on that view. Copy out, Wisconsin 28. Adam Zebra George 8051. Adam Zebra George 8051. Here at 990.
Hey, you guys keep walking. It's gonna turn into a pursuit. I just want to show you guys something, okay? He's literally driving up to the police station, up here where he wrecks. The police station's right behind that gas station. Now, just Willie, just to let you know, I did this landscape for you this morning, okay? Just for you. Just Willie, just for you. And that Pet Boys, I've actually had my tires and service work done at that Pet Boys. That's the funny part about this whole thing.
Murphy gas station. Going over by the Burger Street. You got a blue sweatshirt on, Under Armour, and blue jeans. Going back to the front of Burger Street.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Here comes the body cam. You tell me if this was if this was justified use of force, guys. And Dubwubs, you're not allowed to answer because you already commented.
Stop! Get out!
Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back right now! I got cuffs. Stop! Stop resisting!
Relax.
Relax your arm.
104, taser deployed. We got one in custody.
Sit up.
Keep units around.
I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if you think it was an illegal, meaning not good, use of force. 2, if you think he was found justified. Or if you think he was justified, not found justified, but if you think he was justified. How about that? We'll leave it at that. Just so you guys can interact with the chat. Dude. Trying to find, where did I see that? Oh, photojournalist. There you go. Photojournalist. There you go. I got it right here. All right. So 111. I mean, taser would have been fine. I think if the guy was trying to get over the fence, but the minute he surrendered, there should have been no use of taser at that point. Just arm muscle control. I mean, he's surrendering at that point. There should be no reason for any kind of force at that point. So, chicken shit cops as always. That's all it is. Let's see if I can find this article real quick. I wanted to at least give you guys the full story on this one. Well, let's see. Just hang on. I'm trying to look for the story real quick because I have the story. I'm just trying to find it real quick. I had it earlier. Here we go. I got it right here. I think this is it right here. Yep, I got it right here. Okay. So let me pull up this page right here. Go back to present, share screen, Facebook. There you go. Got the story right here. All right. So this is courtesy of photojournalist Michael Beard. He is in the Fort Worth area like I am. Now this was the city of White Settlement, and I'll show you some stuff here in a second. But he's a 52-year-old kidnapping suspect arrested after crashing during a pursuit with White Settlement police Friday morning. On Friday, December 13, 2024, at 9:47 a.m., the Westcom Dispatch Center received an emergency telephone call from a woman who reported a male suspect had been holding her hostage for the past 4 days against her will. The woman reported that she was able to escape from a white Dodge Caravan in the parking lot of Walmart located at 6770 Westworth Boulevard. Now, keep in mind, folks, I actually have video of being there. I filmed a few cops there at that location, which belonged to the suspect. A Westworth Village officers and White Settlement officers responded to the call. A Westworth Village officer reported that the van was fleeing at a high rate of speed through the Lowe's parking lot located at 600 South Highway 183. White settlement officers saw the van and attempted to initiate a traffic stop at 10:02 a.m. in the southbound lanes of South Highway 183. The suspect began to flee in the van from officers, and a vehicle chase was initiated. And of course, you guys saw the chase, so I don't have to really go into that. As it appeared, the suspect was going to try and scale a fence at a business. A white settlement officer deployed an electronic device taser, and other officers took the. Now that was bullshit because he was actually coming off the fence and surrendering when he hit him with the taser. So that was bullshit lie. But this is the man right here. Held a woman for 4 days hostage in a van. Allegedly. So now I do have, let's see if I pull those up. Share slides of PDFs. Let's see if I got it. My computer. All files. That was that other thing from the other night. Okay, so that was what I got right there. So that's this guy right here, Reginald Jameson. So, but anyways, that's one body cam footage. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that one from studio. All right, guys. So what's going on? Everybody in here, 16 of us in here, 17 if you count myself. To make sure you guys, I need some donations today, guys. Cash App, PayPal. I need your help. I'm calling on all the litter here in the dog pound family, because I'm gonna be in the dog pound if I don't make a few bucks. I didn't make nothing yesterday. Made a $50 super chat that I won't see till the 21st of next month. It's like $30. So I was grateful for it, but I need some help today. I don't need help. I don't need that help next month when it's too late. I need some help this month. Since I'm always in here and always bringing you the newest up-to-date stuff with all my records requests and stuff that's fresh. I don't like to show stuff that's old. I like to be the reporter that's jumping on the damn story right now, right here, right now. That's why I will be covering Mr. Manuel Mata's trial, but I need some funds, guys. I need to be able to get back and forth from the courthouse to here. So I need some help. Those who can spare it. I also have a new app where even if you can only donate $1, you can buy me a coffee, or you go to Cash App. I don't know what Cash App's minimum is, but $1, $2, $3, $5, $6. It doesn't matter what amount you can spare. If you can spare it and it's not going to break you, then more to you. Power to you. If it's going to break you, just watch the videos, watch the ads. That's all I ask. Anything that'll help me out. All right. So I want to go ahead and show this body cam footage next. You can also go and buy products at my website at TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. But again, still I can place your order. That helps me out as well because I have the funds usually within an hour of your transaction. So I get the credit cards processed pretty quick. So this body camera, this took place in Union City, California. And I'm going to roll it right now.
Newly released video of a police shooting that injured a woman after a tense encounter with BART police.
This happened last month at the Union City Station parking lot after officers initially got a report of reckless driving. ABC 7 News reporter Monica Madden with the latest.
BART police stopped a 32-year-old woman in their Union City Station parking lot around 9 p.m. on November 18th. They were checking on reports of someone doing donuts in the parking lot and were ready to let her go after asking some questions.
You have a good night, ma'am.
Have a good night. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, actually, wait, really quickly, ma'am. My dispatcher informed us that you're licensed out of registration. I do have to address that. Okay.
Oh no, I just went to the DMV.
Can you show me the registration, proof of insurance, please?
I just went to the DMV.
Okay.
And I just made an appointment today.
The entire exchange goes on for about 8 minutes.
My dispatch is saying that your registration.
I know. I just went to the DMV.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me talk first.
It's
all right.
Yeah.
Don't talk over me, please.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. I want to get you out of here as soon as possible.
Okay.
But the fact that my dispatch informed me that your registration is not valid.
What does that mean?
the registration of your vehicle? Because for you
It is
to have
valid.
Ma'am, let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Let me finish first.
I'm
all
sorry,
right?
I'm just nervous because all the lights.
BART officers say the woman showed erratic behavior as the questioning went on and she continued avoiding answering.
In the state of California, you need registration and proof of insurance. You need two different.
I don't carry it on me because I don't know. I
Okay,
haven't even
ma'am.
driven my car out of
Ma'am,
this town.
I need your driver's license,
Yeah,
please.
I haven't driven my car out of this
Okay.
town.
As the encounter escalates, Officer Pobletti asked the woman to hand him her keys.
No.
Ma'am?
My keys, that's illegal.
No, it's not.
Stop, that's my deal.
Hey,
Stop. I just, here, no, stop.
Get out the vehicle.
No,
Get out the
stop.
vehicle. Ma'am, I'm gonna shoot. Ma'am.
As she drives away, Pobletti fires 3 shots.
3-1 shots fired.
Officials say gunfire hit her in the upper torso.
What did you do to me?
Get up.
What did you do?
Hold on. Lay down. Come.
No, what did you do? Call my mom.
I want to help you. Stop.
What did you help me?
Ma'am. Stop.
What did you do?
Handcuffs, and then we're gonna go ahead and provide medical aid.
She ended up surviving after getting treated at the hospital. In a statement, BART Chief of Police Kevin Franklin says, quote, "I want to assure the public that all aspects of this incident will be thoroughly investigated. BART remains committed to continuous improvement and ensuring the actions of our police officers meet the highest of standards." Officer Pobletti, who has been with BART for 6 years, is currently under administrative leave. Monica Madden, ABC 7 News.
Now, a third-party investigator is also reviewing this incident. The case has also been
Okay, now I want to bring this up. Yeah, exactly, Rob. I was just getting ready to say that. Okay. So what happened? Yeah, I appreciate that, Gloria. So what happened was this lady. So my God, she claimed that she made an appointment at DMV. We all know how long it takes for stuff to get done at the DMV. It takes forever. Okay. So she may have made the appointment. She may have called. We didn't get that far. Expired registration, expired insurance or whatever. Okay. The stop was already done. He said, "You're free to go." She starts to pull off, and then he said, "Oh, wait, our dispatch." How hard was it just to write her them tickets and mail them, or just let it go? You already cleared her and already checked it. So now you're gonna just shoot her as she's fleeing because you told her she's good to go, and then you stopped her again. That was extending the traffic stop after you told her it was free to go. So yeah, I see all kinds of stuff wrong with that. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it was wrong for shooting her in the back. And 2, if you think it was justified that she should have ran. Put a 1 in the comment if you think he wasn't justified, and put a 2 in there if he was justified because she ran. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna put a 1 because I don't think he should have escalated. Period. Should have just write her a ticket and mail it to her. Go by her house. You know where she lives. You got her driver's license. I mean, shit, dude. This is what Chili talks about all the time. Chili talks about this all the time. We live in a digital era. Lawyer Dog, are you prepared to come up today? Or are you going to cry that you got something to do? Lawyer Dog is going to cry. Flying Grandpa, what's up, buddy? Joy 4118. That's right. The cop is bigger danger to society. That is correct, Amundo. Flying Auditor. Is that what you're calling Grandpa? The Flying Auditor? I thought he was just a flying traveler because he's always traveling. But joy to the world because she's 4118. All right. Anyways, let's get to the next one. I'm waiting for it to load. Here we go. You know, it's good stuff when I got to click on stuff that says, "I wish to proceed." Now, mind you, actually, what I need to do is I need to show you guys this one first. Hang on a second. Yeah, I need to show you this tab first.
Hey, this is Officer NAPD. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you come to please?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
There's a crazy guy with a knife.
There's a crazy guy with a knife.
Brooke Cameron, good to see you too. All right, guys, make sure y'all keep me alive. I need them donations. Cash App, PayPal, GoFundMe, buymeacoffee.com, Venmo, and the GoFundMe. I don't know if I said that already. I even have the Amazon wish list. You can buy me a microphone and the whole iPod set up with camera, and I can get my desktop going. I need Christmas gifts, guys. I need to keep going because I'm going to be covering Manuel Mata's trial next week like I did Carolina's this week. I want to see how bad they try to stick it to Mata like they did Carolina. So keep me going, people. Come on. You got to keep me coming. You got to keep me going. So here we go. Here we go. I don't know if that came out wrong. It probably sounded dirty, but here we go.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you called dispatch and said someone shot out your window. So which is it?
That too. And then there's a crazy guy with a knife.
Where is this crazy guy? Where's this crazy guy with a knife?
He's over here standing in front of me.
Is he outside? Outside, inside?
Outside.
Are you able to go inside? Are you able to go inside and separate from him?
Can you please come, please?
We're coming. Yeah, we're coming. You need to listen to me. If there's an emergency, you need to go inside and separate from this guy.
Please, can you come?
Yes, I already said I was.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what you guys just heard is the two cops getting their phone call saying, "Hey, I've got a guy with a gun or with a knife. You need to come quick." All right. So now we got the other officer who's already on scene and approaching the guy with the knife.
X-36's got a knife. I'm at Thompson and White. Drop the knife! Drop the knife right now! Drop the knife!
Now, you tell me this, guys, okay? Now he's starting to run towards that officer. That looks like there's probably 10, 20, 30, 40 or 50 feet between him. There's at least 50 feet between him and that guy, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you think a gun was justified in shooting this guy. Put a 2 in the chat if you think a taser would have been justified. Or a 3, some other form of takedown. So you got 1, 2, and 3. Gun, taser, and something else. 1, 2, and 3. Gun, taser, something else. Put a 1, 2, and 3 in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking before I hit play on this thing. You can't put all 3 in there, lawyer dog. So you guys are saying taser. Okay. Taser does deploy up to I think it's like 25 feet. Yeah, Joy, you got a very good point. Joy. Now, I don't know how he's holding the knife. I mean, the guy's just running like the running man. But you're right, Joy. I didn't think about it. Now, me personally, Joy, I'd go with the taser bit because that is looking a little aggressive. I'm gonna put a 2 in the chat. I don't think anybody should be unalived unless they've got a gun or say they had a baseball bat in their hand or something like an axe or throwing stars. Then maybe that's a little something different. But that knife as he's running, I'd use a taser. That would be I would have already had my taser out because he's so far away. He's not a threat. What if I hit the dude behind him in that truck? You guys see that? You guys see this truck right here? What if I shoot past him and hit this person here? Then I'll be in big trouble. So, but anyways, without no further ado.
The knife right now! Shots fired, X-36. Okay, drop the fucking knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Drop the effing knife. Well, that's very professional.
The knife. Okay.
Man, you guys see the blood pouring out? Here, look, I got the next one here. These are these dumbass cops that
Crossfire through.
they're crashing into the truck. Look.
Shots fired.
Almost hit that cop trying to do it, too.
Okay. Drop the fucking knife.
That's real professional, sir. Drop the mother effing knife. Yeah, that's real professional. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Copy, shots fired. Okay. Drop the fucking knife. Okay. Ready? Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
All right. So that brings us to that one. That one concludes the 4 body cam footage on that incident. So you all would laugh at me. I have nothing to add. Yeah, you guys only got 14 likes on here. Y'all must not like me very well. Must not like me very well at all. Not at all, James. Not at all. Cops always putting on the act for the court. That's right. Joy 4118. BZ's a cop lover. Who put that in? Dub was probably. Look at that. Look at that. That's Chuck Bronson like being funny last night with my damn. He hacked my Nightbot. He hacked my Nightbot. But anyways, like and sub. Appreciate it. Come on, people. Keep me alive and have some fun with the chat. Let's see. Commands. Here's some commands. Let's see what's in the command section. See what Chuck did to my shit last night. There you go. You got some stuff there. Yeah, I bet you would say that, Assault Shaker. Oh, man. Hellos for suckers. All right, let me hit these next set of body cam. This is an officer-involved shooting. These are all officer-involved. These are all officer-involved shootings, so. Basically, this department just keeps unaliving people.
That lady that was walking that way, but like she was wearing leggings. Didn't really seem to mind our presence.
Oh, real quick, I want to let you guys know I will be debating Fraud or Troll sometime this week, either be Wednesday or Friday. So I'm getting ready to debate him. So, or at least have a conversation about, I'm pretty sure about my arrest, because that's the only thing he's got on me. I mean, outside of that, I'm a fairly clean dude. So, so we'll see how it goes, but I'll let you guys know. I'll be streaming it. I'll be restreaming it right here on this channel, so you guys don't have to go over to his channel. But man, you guys, man, he's got that damn that bot RX coming up quite a bit. That's because Dub Loves, he did it on bot Ricks. He did it on bot Ricks and not Nightbot. So he's got me sorry, I had a studio comment come in, so sorry. Kind of like threw me off here. Hold on, let me roll this video. Let me roll this beautiful beam footage.
I might be wrong, but I think A is on the south side.
Mama Lion, you the best.
On that way, it's going to be close to it, I think.
For the $4.99 super chat. For the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, A is going to be all the way on the south.
You guys not have membership options here? Wait. Do you guys not have membership options here? Hang on a second. You guys should. You guys should have membership options. Hang on a second. Let me check this out real quick. It says membership gifting down below right here, but Dub Loves, a member for 1 month. Look at that. Look at that. Member for 1 month. Let me see if I can find the membership link. Uh-oh, shit. Chuck Bronson's in the house. So I'm going to find that membership link in the meantime. Wow. Okay. I don't want to put your name on blast. I think you just made a purchase. So, Mr. I'm going to use your first name. Mr. Paul, thank you for making a purchase through TAPSSECURITYPRODUCTS.com. As soon as this live stream is over, I'll get in there and process your order, so it'll hopefully go out by tomorrow. And that way you'll have it hopefully by the end of the week, depending on where you live. Just Willie in the house. I think he was talking about free membership. Yeah, he's talking about gifting memberships. But here, let me play this video so I don't lose people. I'll go look for the link. So hang on a second. Hang on.
Confirm it.
Okay.
James Forbes membership for 4 months.
Anchorage, please. She's gone.
No, she's still outside. Like,
Where, do you know where she's at?
Yeah, she's at the balcony.
Oh, she's on the balcony right now?
No, she's sitting outside the balcony.
She's going to be on the outside.
No, she's
West side of the building. She's on the ground level?
No.
Where's she at?
I feel like
On the balcony right here?
Yeah.
She's on the balcony out here. Okay. Like she's in the apartment side.
Yeah.
She's going to be on the balcony. Can we get the kiddos out of here?
Yeah, you can.
Does she still have the knife with her?
No, she just.
Okay. Can you get up and leave too? Just back that way, please. For safety reasons, because I don't. If we have a confrontation, I don't want to deal with you and her. I don't know what she's going to do. Neither do you. Please leave.
We're just asking you just to move further back. That's all. Okay. That's all we're asking.
Hey, we need some more in the apartment to help manage.
This is why you guys never call the cops, man. This is ridiculous. I'm talking about for delete. You know what? I don't. Oh, if you're in the app though, OTBO, if you're in the app and not in the web browser, has something to do with. I'm in StreamYard, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. But if you're in the app and YouTube, it may or may not. You may have to go to the actual web browser and put it in desktop mode. I mean, I can do it from the computer, but it has something to do with iOS. It has something to do with the Apple. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out because a lot of the places I go to, I have the problem buying a membership too. So you're not the only one. But never let the cops in because you're getting kicked out of your own home. They got men with guns and they're about to take someone's life.
These folks, they're being a little bit 1032.
Oh my gosh.
So does she still have the knife with her? Do we know if she still has the knife with her?
I don't know. I was in the room.
Okay.
Go see it.
Do you know if she still has the knife with her? Can we turn off the TV?
You mind if I go that way?
No.
No, we don't want anyone.
I need you guys to go back into the rooms, please.
That way, we don't want to have any other conversations with her, or if it gets escalated.
Hey, listen, we need some units in here to help with crowd control. We're trying to deal with the family before we confront the suspect. They're refusing to go into their rooms. No, we just need some more units to help with crowd control.
Are you guys ever gonna point that to her? I mean,
If she comes at us with a knife, yes.
She's not gonna come with.
Listen, guys, we're trying to do this as safely as possible.
What we're trying to do is escalate
Okay.
the situation. I mean, de-escalate the situation.
I
We're trying to prevent her from doing anything further.
I don't think you guys coming in with those to her. She's
Right now, we're trying to protect you and her.
This
Okay?
has nothing to do with us. This is between her and her.
That's fine. But right now, we need all of you to move back in case things get out of hand. We don't want that happening, but we need you to move back, please, to the other room. Can you please do that?
We want to do it in the safest way possible.
She's not even that. She's never like
really
that.
not like
She's
that.
not like that.
Then, if that's the case,
But
we
you
don't have an
guys
issue.
told me we're
Right now, we need to just.
That's not gonna cause some problem to her.
We're gonna try to talk to her and try to work through everything.
You really got to be coming here with guns. The kids are in here now. They're crying. They're pointing guns.
Nobody's pointed any gun.
I know it's a situation for everyone. Can you give us a little bit of space?
From your area right there, it's gonna be a crossfire if anything happens over here.
And
She still has. Can you turn off or if he needs to watch it?
It would probably be best if you guys could just move to the north rather than behind a car unless you're pushing further south. That should be 10-2. Now you're good.
This is honestly not the first time this has ever happened. It was always like this between them at home, back at home. But for her to call you guys because of this shit, this.
Okay.
We're still working on some crowd control in
Sure, you
here.
guys trust the officer and. Right, but my concern right now is if she still has the knife with her.
Is it okay if I talk to her? Like crack the door?
We're gonna do that. Listen,
Because we gotta make sure you're safe too.
We want to talk to her.
right now we're wasting a whole bunch of time. If you guys could just go in the other room, we could do our business safely, and we can talk to her, we can deal with her, and then we can talk to you guys. Right now, you're throwing a whole bunch of wrenches in the mix that doesn't need to be.
Throwing what?
You're throwing a wrench in the mix. You're making this harder for us because we're having to focus on your safety, our safety, and hers instead of just our safety and hers.
I'm just trying to make sure that this is working.
Well, so are we. That's our goal here. Okay, can you please go into the other room so we can focus on her?
If I just stand here?
I would prefer if you went into the other room. If you guys want to stand in the doorway, that means in the doorway where you are. Everybody needs to be behind you.
Okay, we're right here.
Oh, this doesn't give us any standoff. Hey, go ahead and show me your hands. Show me open, empty hands. It's the Anchorage Police. If you do not comply, you could be injured. Open, empty hands. We are not going away.
We want to help you.
Can we get her first name?
What's your first name? What's that?
I need to see open, empty hands, please. Show them. I can't see them from behind you. Put them above your head, please. Please show me open, empty hands. Your non-compliance could result in injury. I don't want to hurt you. We have lethal, we have less lethal options, we have taser, we have K9, we have 40 millimeter launcher, okay? Face away from me.
In other words, they've got shock and awe. Here, we're going to slow this down for a second. I want to see what's up. We're going to slow this video down. Damn. Let me play that back. I got it at like half speed.
Them from behind you. Put them above
shit
your
ton of
head,
rounds in there.
please. Could result options with can launcher. Okay. Face away from me. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Okay, guys, look, I see that the way she's holding that knife, I saw something. Look at this. Hang on, right here. Let me see.
For me.
All right. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to get it all blown up, all the way. Hang on a second. Let me get this out of the way. Can you guys see how she's holding that knife? See, I don't even know if I can blow this up even more. No, I can't blow it up anymore. But if you look at that knife, look at how she's holding the knife. She don't even have her hand on the handle. The hand's wrapped around almost at the bottom part of the blade. She's not gonna stab anybody. And watch how they blow her up. Look at this, guys. The handle is back here. This is where the handle's at. This right here is all blade. She's got her hand on the blade. It's a big cutting knife. Okay? And watch how fast they shoot her.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
I mean, just like waste her, man. It's sad. Sad. So I'm gonna show this next one.
What's going on, man?
It's the same scene.
Who wants to?
I probably only need one. The rest of you go to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Right now, we all need to move back in case things get out of hand. We don't want that happening, but we need you to move back, please, to the other room. Can you please do that?
We want to do it in the safest way possible.
She's not even that. She's never
She's
like
really
that.
not like
she's
that.
not like that.
Then, if that's the case,
But
we
you
don't
guys
have
come
an
to
issue.
a bad
Right now, we need to just
That's really gonna cause some problem to her.
We're gonna try to talk to her and try to work through everything so we can safely get her detained.
guns. The kids are in here and now they're crying because they're pointing guns.
Nobody's pointed any guns.
Mo fo mo fo or le fa kwa fo ika ilenga. Le fa kwa kupu le fa te.
I know it's a stressful situation for everyone, but if you guys can give us a little bit of space. Does she still have
Can you turn the phone off, or if he needs to watch it to keep him calm, can he go into a room with you? Does she still have the knife with her?
This is honestly not the first time this has ever happened. It was always like this between them at home, back at home. But for her to call you guys because of this shit, this.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure you guys talk to the other officers. Right, but my concern right now is if she still has the knife with her.
Is it okay if I talk to her? Like crack the door?
Yeah, we can't let you get close because we got to make sure you're safe too. We can't let you get close.
Right now we're wasting a whole bunch of time. We can't do that. You guys can just go in the other room. We can do our business safely.
And we can talk.
And we can talk to her. We can deal with her, and then we can talk to you guys. Right now you're throwing a whole bunch of wrenches in the mix that doesn't need to be.
Throwing a what?
You're throwing a wrench in the mix. You're making this harder for us because we're having to focus on your safety, our safety, and hers instead of just our safety and hers.
We're just trying to make sure that.
Forget your safety.
Or are we? That's our goal here. Okay, can you please go into the other room so we can focus on her?
Is it okay if I just stand here?
I would prefer if you went into the other room. If you guys want to stand in the doorway, that means in the doorway where you are. Everybody needs to be behind you.
Okay, they're right here.
Hey, go ahead and show me your hands. Show me open, empty hands. It's the Anchorage Police. If you do not comply, you could be injured.
Can you back my phone?
Open, empty hands. We are not going away.
Thank you.
We want to help you.
Can we get her first name?
What's her first name? What's that?
I need to see open, empty hands, please. Show them. I can't see them from behind you. Put them above your head, please.
Want to get
Please show me open, empty hands. Your non-compliance could result in injury. I don't want to hurt you. We have lethal. We have less lethal options. We have taser. We have K9. We have 40mm launcher. Okay. Face away from me.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife.
This one? Oh, she's on the balcony wrapping the blanket.
I probably only need one. The rest of you go to them and check.
Yeah. I'll just leave my car right there.
She's really not like
She's
that.
not like that.
Then, if that's the case,
But
I don't
you
have an
guys
issue.
told me
Right
what
now, we need you to
That's
move back.
We're gonna try to talk to her and try to work through everything.
You really got them coming here with guns. The kids are in here now. They're crying because they're pointing guns.
Nobody's pointed any gun.
Ou fomos só or ele foi com a phone e oh my gosh. Ele foi com a phone da faca.
I know it's a
Vai no
sensitive
ler,
situation
minha
for
mão dele
everyone,
não
but
foi fácil de ficar com essa amor.
can you give us a
Ele
little bit
foi
of
minha
space?
I've been thinking about it, but you know, who's listening for it?
Did she still have? Turn off orders. If he needs to watch it, keep him calm. Can he go to the other? Does she still have the knife with her?
This is honestly not the first time this has ever happened. It was always like this between them at home, back at home. But for her to call you guys because of this shit, this.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure you guys talked to the other officers. Right, but my concern right now is if she still has the knife with her.
Is it okay if I talk to her? Like crack the door?
We can't let you get close because we gotta make sure you're safe too.
We want to talk to you.
Right now, we're wasting a whole bunch of time.
We can't do
If
that
you guys can
until
just go
you
in the
go
other
in the
room, we could do our business safely.
And we can talk.
We can talk to her, we can deal with her, and then we can talk to you guys. Right now, you're throwing a whole bunch of wrenches in the mix that doesn't need to be.
Throwing a what?
You're throwing a wrench in the mix. You're making this harder for us because we're having to focus on your safety, our safety, and hers instead of just our safety and hers.
I'm just trying to make sure that my sister's okay.
And so are we. That's our goal here. Okay, can you please go into the other room so we can focus
Is
on
it okay
her?
if I just stand here?
I would
There's a
prefer
lot
if
of
you went
space
into
over
the
here
other
for you
room.
guys.
If you guys want to stay in, everybody needs to be behind you.
Okay, they're right here.
Just do what we need to. Yep.
Hey, go ahead and show me your hands.
Show
Show me open, empty hands. It's the Anchorage Police. If you do not comply, you could be injured.
I got it.
Open, empty hands. We are not going away.
We want to help you.
We get her first name.
What's her first name? What's that?
I need to see open, empty hands, please. Show them. I can't see them from behind you. Put them above your head, please. Please show me open, empty hands. Your non-compliance could result in injury. I don't want to hurt you. We have lethal, we have less lethal options, we have taser, we have K9, we have 40mm launcher. Okay? Face away from me.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife.
Yeah. Hey, let me get my helmet.
Look at them G.I. Joe losers.
Yes. Standing there. Right over here. Sitting on the bench in between the buildings. Coming, and I just heard a gun rack. Did you hear that slide rack?
hearing noises. It's like right over there, Sarge.
Yeah. Let me pause this for a second. We got Lawyer Dog in the house. Let me put my camera back on. Sorry, I'm over here processing this order for the order that I got. So,
oh, cool.
How long have you been in here watching?
Oh, I've been in here for a while, but I've been I can kind of listen in, and sometimes I got to do stuff. I got 2 toddlers.
What'd you think of what you've been listening to so far, or watching?
Sorry.
Anyway?
Well, I just want to do a sound check. I just got this new mic. I want to make sure you're not getting any echo or anything.
I'm not getting an echo. I mean, it sounds like you're in a like in a tunnel, but that's I think that's normal with these damn microphones, especially through the StreamYard app. Unless it's like a high dollar one, I don't think it's ever going to be perfect.
Yeah. Let's see here. Cool. All right.
And it could just be that you're in a house or a place with a bunch of tile that's just causing echoes to bounce off of the not echoes, just the acoustics, I guess you could say, more so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just testing it out, so hopefully it sounds okay. And if I need to change anything, let me know. I'll try to
Sounds
get
good
some
right
stuff.
there, actually. Whatever you're doing right now, it sounds good.
All right, perfect. Cool, man. Well, good to see you. Hey, how do you like my new background, by the way?
Let me look over the base screen. What do you got back there? Don't tread on me and a white wall. Oh, the
No,
Christmas
dude,
lights
I just
over
took
here.
this for your show, man. This is Lane Meyer's bedroom.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? I don't watch enough of him. He's just a little too intense for me, man.
Oh, yeah, dude. So that's why I was cracking up because I just stole it off his page for for fun. I thought it would be funny.
What do you think of this comment by Just Willie? Acorn, acorn, acorn.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, this is some serious stuff we're talking about here. Like, it's funny to make jokes and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, these guys are actually killing people. You know what I mean? It's not that funny, you know.
Yeah, no, all these that we're watching are all this, all in 2024. This is all up there in Alaska. I believe it's Alaska that I'm watching, and they're all body cameras that are released with officer involved shootings. So these are definitely some serious issues.
So you got these body cam footage yourself?
Some of these I did get myself.
Oh, okay. That one with that girl. I mean, I was shocked to see that. I'm like, that's crazy.
The way that she was holding the knife.
Oh, the one where she was just like walking off, like the girl he tried to take her keys.
Oh yeah, the one that drove off. Yeah. That shot her in the back. She was already told she was free to go. So I mean, I wouldn't stay around.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I mean, that's me personally, but
well, and there's a lot of misconceptions. Like that's what I've been learning about the law. Is like the law really isn't as perfect as people like to think. You know, like he probably didn't have the right to take her keys. You know, that's like
that's a Fourth Amendment violation at that point.
Yeah, exactly, and she got shot over that basically, and for defending her rights, and she probably have never got any justice for that.
Thankfully,
and that's how the system is. You know what I mean? It's just.
Thankfully, she wasn't killed. She wasn't unalive though.
Yeah, she survived.
She did survive.
Well, luckily though, right? I mean, she could have been. She got lucky.
She could have been.
Yeah, he should have been charged with attempted murder and put in prison for a long. I mean, I'm not saying I'm for prisons or anything, but he definitely needed reformation or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it just drives me nuts when the cops do what they're doing. So I was just placing this.
Some of these, I'm like, some of them aren't too bad because I've seen footage of a cop who was a victim of a person with a knife, you know, and that was pretty brutal. That was pretty harsh, you know. You definitely, if there's a person when you're a cop and somebody's coming at you with a knife, I can totally kind of lean more toward these are more justified than some of these other ones, you know.
I don't think they're justified depending on the manner. I would try to use my taser before I use my gun.
So I remember I heard you mentioning that earlier, and I wanted to kind of bring that up, which is that using excessive force, the cops have tased me before, and I didn't even feel it, you know. It didn't do nothing to me. The only reason I stopped resisting is because I was like, oh, they're gonna shoot me with a real gun and be like, oh, I thought it was my taser. As soon as they said taser, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop running. I wasn't fighting, but they said I was fighting, but I wasn't, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
And so they said taser. I'm like, oh crap, they're gonna shoot me in the back and say they thought it was a taser, but they tased me and nothing happened. And it's like if someone's coming at you with a deadly weapon, I mean, 'cause here's what my beef with this. We see these, like the incident with that girl who she was totally innocent. That was totally unjustified. But when we start getting into these cases where there's people coming at them in close range with a knife, we gotta draw the line and say there's sometimes where it's somewhat more justified. Definitely.
Well, I will tell you that, you know, I just think it's it can be avoided with certain circumstances. Like the guy with the knife coming at him with no shirt on, a taser would effectively stop him. Climbing a fence and then the guy jumps down and surrenders, there's no reason to tase somebody. I mean, he's already giving up. I mean, it's maybe knock him to the ground and rough him up a little bit. It may you know, it may be what happens when they have to, you know, physically put him in cuffs. But a taser, man, tasing him and the dry tasing him, and I mean, I've been tased and it sucks.
Yeah, and this guy said here, he says, sad that we assume they lie and want to kill us. I'm not sure if he's talking about the police, but I will tell you that we're not just assuming that the police lie. We know the police lie. When they assaulted me, they just came up behind me because they thought I was a suspect of a crime, and they grabbed me without announcing themselves. And then I kind of like tried to move out of their, you know, I tried to run or not, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, not like run, I'm saying, but I tried to get away from whoever was grabbing me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you pulled away.
Then
you pulled away.
They said that I punched them in the face, which was a total lie. And they tried to charge me with assault on an officer and tried to charge me with 5 years and all that stuff for assaulting an officer when I didn't even come close to punching them. And then they had 3 cops lying together, all colluding, no body cam footage, because I don't know why, you know, at the time I should have figured out how to get it more. My public defender wasn't getting any footage. Anyway, to make a long story short, 3 officers flat out lied, said I punched them in the face, total lie, tried to charge me with assault, felony 5 years. So I'm not assuming cops lie. I know, and that's not just one incident. You know, I mean, there's been other times, but.
What are you talking about, man? Cops don't lie, dude. What are you on that crack or what? I mean, gotta be on that.
I know, dude. I was laughing.
If you think
I was just taking a law class like earlier this summer. I was in a law class with a judge's clerk. He was the professor of my class, and he's like, "There's a crazy statistics that says like the majority of Americans think that police lie."
No, and we don't think it. We know it.
Yeah, dude. I was like, "Are you been living under a rock, man?" I was like, "Police do lie, you know," and he actually believed they did, and I was like, "This guy's crazy."
I'm gonna tell you right now. Did you see my arrest? Did you see my arrest video? My personal arrest video, where I was set free 40 minutes later with my hands all messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the beginning of that video where everybody wanted to call me a racist
for telling that guy that thing
to go back to Africa and all that crap, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, in the police report, it says I said, go back to effing Africa and started cussing at him. Well, if I started cussing at him, what other words did I use? It's so generic and narrow that are overly broad that it's like, come on. Now, I'll tell you right now, I don't think that the African security guard actually went to the point of lying and say that I cussed him out. I think he's going to tell the truth that I told him to go back to Africa. Now, he didn't hear all the other words that were behind it, like learning our laws and coming back. Just like if I went back to, you know, if I told you to go to, if I went to Thailand, if someone told me to come back when you learn our laws, I would not think that they were racist. I would think that, like, shit, you're right. I don't want to get caned to death in your country because I don't know the laws, you know. But bottom line, it had nothing to do with color. And I'm actually going to be debating fraud or troll this week based on, I think that video is what he wants to cover. So I'm going to give him an opportunity to actually come clean and tell the truth and not try to spin the narrative and actually watch the video not just take what he wants out of it and then kind of label me, because that's defamation. That's
Hold on, no.
defamation.
So you're still justifying that comment, huh? That's funny. I mean, I thought that was
How is it not? The guy said he was from Africa after he called me a racist. He opened the door like a lawyer would in court. If you're not allowed to talk about something, somebody on the stand opens the door about it, and you start asking those questions or saying something about it. The door was already open. The can of worms, the genie was already out of the bottle, man. The genie got out of the bottle. I didn't let the genie out. I just addressed the genie and the elephant in the room. That's all I did. So if you want to call me a racist, you're more than welcome to form that opinion. But you got to remember, I wasn't saying it because he was black. I was saying it because he told me he was from Africa.
So yeah.
And Africa's a continent. It's not even a country, dude.
Oh yeah, right. And so, well, that's what I was going to say. It's more of national. You're more of a nationalist, and that's what I've been talking about with Eli too. Is that he's more of a nationalist?
Yes.
And,
I mean, it's an immigration. You know, Just Willie says I'm an anti-African. Look, I'm going to put this out on the internet. This is going to be the first time I ever say anything. Okay, I don't tell people this. Okay, yeah, I look white, right? I probably look like, I don't know. I probably do look white, right? Is that what I look like to everybody?
Are you Vin Diesel black?
I actually have documentation because of what my dad has in him. Okay, but I'm actually German, Italian. I'm mulatto, which is light skin, black, and I'm Puerto Rican. So I am not by any means racist. There might have been that appearance in that video, but how many times did you watch the video, and how many times did you actually listen to what was going on? Did you listen to it and only watch it once and miss the most important part of the context? Or did you only take out the one line that was said by a guy that appears to be white and think that security guards can't tell no lie or do no wrong like cops?
Yeah.
I mean, I can spin it either way you want, but let's be truthful about it. Let's not spin it at all and just call black is black and white is white and call gray is gray.
Then we need to pull that video up again sometime or something, because I need to see the full context more and really analyze that.
Would you like me? Hey, look, I'll do this for everybody. If everybody if you want to put a 1 in the chat, I'll replay where I'll start the video from the beginning. I'll start it from the beginning where the guy, and do you want the context that led up to me turning on my live because of the way he was acting? Because I don't go live unless they act crazy with me. I don't just go live.
I don't see how where he came from is relevant. And if you can play any clips to make that relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. If everybody wants to put a 1 in there, I'll go into my YouTube channel and I will take it out of, I think it might be unlisted. I just took it because it's technically could be considered as evidence in my case, but I mean, it can either hurt me or help me. I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at it. You know what I mean?
Well, this is what I've touched on with Eli a little bit, is that people talk about isms as if they're bad, but then they embrace nationalism, and I'm for more of like humanism, I guess, where like humans, regardless of their border, all have these unalienable rights that aren't recognized necessarily by law, but we do recognize them as men, and people who respect the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence doesn't just apply to our nation, the people of our nation. It applies to all people all over the world. All people have the same unalienable rights. And so that's where I step away from nationalism. We might have a great nation, but the idea is to bestow those same beliefs and respect onto everyone,
Well, Lawyer Dog, let me ask you this. Okay, so I mean, obviously you come to my channel. We talk all the time. Okay, we're in the chats, we're in all these chat rooms. Have you ever seen me chat or say anything or do anything that would actually be considered racist other than that video? Other than that video?
No, of course not. But that sure blew up big, I guess, huh?
Well, it's just it's not that I'm upset about it. It's because I'm about facts, man. And if you can't stick to facts and the truth and spin it like the cops do, then you're just as bad as they are. You're talking about cops lying. Well, everybody lies. It just depends on It just depends on what I guess perception of the truth you're looking at. So look, I've got this pulled up right here. At the very beginning, 1 second in, he's on the phone. Okay? So let me give you the context of this before we go into anything, because we're gonna address the elephant in the room and the genie out of the bottle, okay? Before I get into any more body cam footage. Okay, since you're the one calling me a racist today, I can't believe it's coming from
A naturalist.
you of all people, but okay. No, you'll be calling me a naturalist after you see the video. But right now, you're calling me the racist. But anyways, what happened was I was there to drive for an Uber. I was there to pick up at a gated community. Okay. This jackwagon here tells me I'm not on the list for that address I gave him.
Which makes sense.
Okay. Which I was fine with. I wasn't mad about that. I said, no problem. I called the resident. I said, hey, Mr. Resident, Mr. Homeowner, I got the guy at the guard gate. He won't let me in because he says I'm not on the list. Can you please call him? He says, tell him to call me. Okay, I'll call you back in a second, Mr. Customer. Boom, hang up. I talked to the guard and said, hey, the homeowner wants you to call him, which is what policy usually is, because they have the information in the computer. They can verify any guests that are coming at the gate. They don't just turn people around because they're not on the list. They're supposed to call the homeowner.
He said, I'm not going to call the homeowner, right?
That's what he did. He started refusing
Makes
to
sense
call the
because
homeowner.
he doesn't want some stranger coming up and he's harassing homeowners all the time. That wouldn't be a good policy. The homeowners need to call him if they want to talk to him.
Well, it's not policy though. Policy is it's supposed to be either way. You know, either call ahead of time to let somebody know that it's not an issue, or when someone shows up at the gate for, you know, they're on a business invite as a guest or a visitor to call the homeowner. But that's fine. Whatever. Need to say more. But the homeowner's telling me to tell him to call the homeowner. So now I'm a third-party messenger at this point, okay? So when he refused, I called the homeowner back and said, hey, Mr. Homeowner, this guy at the gate is not letting me in. He's giving me a hard time. He's telling me he won't call you. He's telling me that you have to call him. The customer starts getting upset, irate. Then this guy interrupts me and goes, give me your driver's license. I said, well, give me your name. Like, I don't give you a name. You give me license. And I can barely understand him. I have the 911 calls. Even the dispatcher was getting frustrated with him on the phone. Okay. So all of a sudden, they're calling you a big ex-ho now, I guess. Echo. I'm sorry. Ex-ho does sound like a you won't be a hoe after you side with me after this anyways. So yeah, this guy's getting irate, and I've got the customer on the phone. I'm like, dude, if you won't give me your name, I'm not giving you my driver's license because I don't know what you're going to do with it. The homeowner says, you know what, just cancel my ride. I said, okay, no problem. Boom, cancel the ride. The guy goes, okay, you leave now. You leave. I said, open up the little arm. I'll drive through and make the U-turn, and I'll be on my way. That's an entry
now, as a
turnaround
security guard, you know, or somebody who works security, you know, that's breach of security. You're not going to let this guy through the gate. That's the whole point.
No. This is just the access point. This isn't the gate. This is just an access point. Basically, there's a turnaround. HOAs work this way because the intersection is right behind me. There's cars pulling up behind me. There's no way for me to back up. It's not meant for that way. It's meant for you to take an entry and go back into the public intersection.
But do you see, as a security guard, he's not thinking about any of that. He's thinking about, my job is to keep this guy from going through the gate.
Yeah, but I already told him, just open the little access point. I'll make my U-turn. I'll go about my way. When he started refusing, I said, okay, I need your name. I'm not giving you my name. Okay. Then call a supervisor because I'm not leaving till you get me a supervisor. I'm going to report you. I am reporting you for what you just did.
Now hold on a second. Just stay with me on this. As you know, he's not a government actor. He's not required.
No. I understand all that. But
all right.
In the profession that he's in, he just cost me money. He's probably not following policy because I've worked at HOAs before, and I've never seen anybody ever act. Usually, anybody that acts this way usually gets fired. Okay, you're going into a rich community. They're supposed to call the homeowners. They're supposed to communicate. This man barely speaks English. He should not be working a rich white neighborhood.
Now, hold on a second. Again, see, now that is where you kind of become.
But I'm giving you the background of the community.
If they want to hire a donkey to run the door, they can, right? Who are you to decide what that private neighborhood
No, I get what you're saying. All I'm doing is giving you context. I'm giving you context for this, okay? These are rich, white, Republican, probably got some sort of ties to the government, local government, and community. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So maybe they felt, and he obviously was maybe the most qualified for that position.
I've seen other people at the gate since then. So I think he's lost his position over. No, I've driven past there a few times on that same time and date, and he's no longer there at that gate. So I don't know if he was filling in.
Maybe he got a promotion for not letting you in.
Yeah, okay. Probably got fired over this because I've already called his manager over it. So I've already called and complained about him and sent him the video. So he's probably already gotten fired over it. But anyways, that's my whole point, is about lodging complaints. Okay. Just all you had to do was just not act a fool. Okay. So, but I wanted to give you context. And when he started making threats about calling Uber and calling the police, I went ahead and turned my live stream on. And then this is where you've got this, because I really wanted to just talk to a supervisor or get his name. Give me your name. Let me go through. I'll turn around. I'll leave. I got people behind me. I'm sitting in my car.
I just want you to think about this for a second. If you go to a bar and say you have a fake ID, and the bartender says, "Get out of here," the bouncer says, "You ain't coming in," and you say, "Give me let me talk to your," whatever you say, he's gonna pick you up by your underwear and throw you out into the gutter.
Well, if I got a fake ID, I'm breaking the law. Here, I'm not breaking the law. HOAs have certain laws that they have.
But I mean, security, right? Isn't
no. Don't get me wrong. He probably doesn't have a very good, education. He obviously doesn't have any communication skills, and he barely speaks English. I'm just pointing that out. Okay. Now, if he spoke English better, there might have been better communication going on between him and I. Okay. Would you agree to that statement?
Well, hold on a second. I don't know where in the Constitution or anything like that it says that English is the language of our country.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
So maybe you should. So whatever he was speaking. So is the problem that you don't speak African? Is that really the problem here?
Am I in Africa?
Well, okay, but are we in England? Right?
I speak American. And that's what
America is a continent, as you know.
I know. But what I'm trying to I speak Texan.
Right.
How about that? Yeehaw. Keep them up. Bottom line is you're look, I'm not trying to sway you or I know somebody asked if this is comedy. It feels like it is.
I'm making very valid points, I feel like. And
I don't think they're valid. I think you're making your own points to, for whatever your agenda may be, like Frauditor Troll. But I don't think that maybe you should start an old Frauditor channel. I mean, you're doing pretty good at it.
Well, isn't this what everyone's thinking about this guy? Everyone's sticking up for this poor African who's a little immigrant who came here to do good. He's doing great. He's doing his job. And then he gets dogged by BZ.
Look at this. I got dogged over him. Did you not hear? Let me play the video so you can hear him call me a racist before anything actually starts. Here, I'll play the video.
All right.
I got no shame in playing it. Now, keep in mind, there's no words till he comes back out. But watch his demeanor. I'm sitting in my car with a seatbelt on. What'd you do? Hide your face because you're scared about your reaction we're going to see?
Oh, no, I was
trying
to dedicate.
Here you go.
I wanted to really focus on your video.
As soon as you give me your name so I can file a complaint with you.
Can you leave?
Can you give me your name so I can file a complaint? I already told him what my intentions were. All you do is give me his first name and I could have left.
Yeah, but because this is a private business, he's not really required to give you that information, is he?
He is, because you know why? He doesn't work for the community. He's contracted out by the community. He works for Securitas Corporation, the big old security company, where you can call and make complaints. They have a corporate office right here in town, okay? Has nothing to do with the HOA. Because the next week, the next security company can be here instead of this company. You see what I'm saying?
I put a 1 in the chat if you see what I'm saying.
Look, just you know what? Before you guys see the video and hear the facts, why don't you go ahead and prejudge? Put a 1 in the chat if you think I'm a racist and take Lawyer Dog's side. Put a 2 in the chat if you side with me, and you know that I'm not a racist. How about that?
No, I know BZ is not anything like that, but
that's how I feel you coming across. Like I'm being accused of a racist because I'm over here defending myself against. See, I got Wasamata. You already saying it too. I'm being attacked by someone that's not from this country. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend my country.
Wait,
look at this. Look at this. You got a 1 and a 2 split decision in by the same person.
All right, what's
everybody else? What's that?
Hi, honey.
Nah, he's not really saying I'm a racist. What's the matter with you? But I'm having some fun back at him. I'm poking fun right back at him. He's calling me a naturalist, and that's pretty much what I am. Naturalist, constitutionalist. I mean, I don't care how he got here. I'm sure he got here legally. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to come and get a job where you have to deal with the people, you need to be able to effectively communicate. You know, it's just like if you're going to be working with deaf kids, you better be able to know how to sign. I mean, just talking louder doesn't mean that they're going to be able to hear you. I mean, come on.
All right, I hear you. Are we going to roll this video more?
Yeah, did you? I was just wondering what was going on. You turned off your picture, so I thought maybe you stepped away from the mic. Are you ready? All right.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just got my kids.
Are you going to give me your name and I'll leave? Until then, I'm not leaving. I'm not going to give you one name. Well, then.
Hang on, I don't know what happened here.
You wanted my driver's license, but yet you.
Here, I had to rewind it because I had like.
You wanted my driver's license, but yet you won't give me your name.
You're racist. You told me to leave here.
Okay, see, that's like such an illogical argument.
No, I said you need to go back to Africa and learn the law.
What's that now?
Okay, sorry. I apologize for interrupting. All right, I'm listening.
Well, no, you talked over the part where he called me a racist and said, and the most important part, everybody talks over the most important part. So why don't you let him talk, because you can't understand him, and hear how he calls me a racist because he says he's from Africa. He opens that can of worms.
And you wanted my driver's license, but yet you won't give me your name.
You're racist. You told me to leave here because I'm from Africa. You're racist.
No, I said you need to go back to Africa and learn the laws and then come back here.
Give me your name. I'm gonna call Uber.
I'm not. You go ahead and call whatever you want. Give me your name. You want to threaten to call the police and stuff? Why don't you go ahead and give me your name?
So he called you a racist only after, though, right? He said he said that because of what you said about Africa.
No,
So
I just told him he needed to learn the laws here. I never told him I didn't know where he was from. I thought he could have been from France. He could have been from Canada. I don't know. I thought maybe he spoke French, to be honest with you. You know, and I do know that after I look back, I realized when he said he was from Africa, that, you know, maybe I think there's some countries that base the French language, like the tribal languages and stuff. I believe they are based off French because I think the Foreign French Legion was there at one point. But I didn't think about that at the time. So I had no idea where the guy's from. I still don't know where in Africa he's from. He told me he's from Africa. He says it on the 911 call. I have the 911 calls. He says straight up, this guy won't leave. He's a racist because I'm from Africa. It's just all he keeps saying, dude. Now, he never says I swear at him. He never says I call him anything. I mean, it just... See, there you go. What's the matter? You said, and I don't know how true that is. I mean, I'd have to fact find it. I'm pretty sure it's accurate, but they speak French in several African countries. You know, he you know, the language that the way he sounds, it sounds like he's French. Could have been French Canadian. He could have been from Louisiana. He could have been from France. I mean, there's black folks over there in France. There's black folks in England. There's, you know, I think about half the country here is black. So it has not, I have black friends that live right here down the road. We're talking about doing a podcast together. So it has nothing to do with color of skin. You know, it had to do with the fact that you're not from this country. You're trying to act like you're a cop when you're not. And say hello to my little Constitution. That's what I like to hear. Look at that right there. That's actually, not only is that truthful, that is hilarious. I'm going to say that next time I run into somebody like, say hello to my little Constitution. Hand them a little booklet, little Constitution booklet. But
that is funny.
You know, that's actually a really funny statement. I like that. That's funny.
Of course, then you get some. Then they say hello to our Supreme Court rulings.
Pretty much. Yeah, but like I said, it has nothing to do. I mean, look, it has nothing to do with the color of skin. It has nothing to do with where he's from. I don't care where he's from. You know. And it does matter if he's here legally. That's great. I'm sure he is if he's got a job.
Well, see, what if he was here, what you would call illegally, and he's sitting there doing his job right, and he's a law-abiding citizen?
If he's here illegally, he shouldn't be here.
Well, like why do you think that? See, I'm also a person who's kind of like feeling like, you know, that this is God's earth and that we can have our country, but the government doesn't control the land. The government doesn't own the people's human right to be able to walk freely on our planet.
No,
You know
and
what I mean?
I get you're coming from the humanized side, but that has nothing to do with the law, my friend. Don't be like a normal, typical Republican bootlicker. No offense to you Republicans out there. There's just some very right-wing nut ones that are just straight bootlickers that think cops can't do no right or do no wrong, and that morals go over laws, which don't make any sense. So, you know, that kind of mentality, I understand that's why I don't put in the whole Christianity, the whole religion, the whole humanity when it comes to making laws. It's you separate the government, church and state, man. If you want to have morals and take the higher path, that's on you personally. That's up to you.
And I've also come to feel that you literally that you cannot separate government and religion. That government is religion, and if you believe in God and rights and all that stuff, and as most of us here believe in the Declaration of Independence, that we were endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, that our rights come from God, not government. All of this, it's all intertwined with religion. You cannot separate them. And without religion, that's how government dominates.
I get that. Hey, well, let me play the rest of this little confrontation and see what, you know, see how he keeps bringing it up. He keeps bringing up the race card, bro. I don't bring it up. See, now look where he's at. That truck is in the middle of a public intersection. See where he's walking? He's in the middle of a public intersection. Now he's walking back onto their technical HOA area.
Go ahead and give me your name. Give your supervisor. How about that?
See, if you notice, all I care is about. Look, here you go.
If you give me your name, I will leave. You know you're live right now on YouTube. You're live. You're live. You're live.
You told me to go back in Africa.
No, I said you need to learn the laws. No. Yeah, you know what? Go to Africa. Come back and learn when you learn the law. No, I'm not. You're from Africa, aren't you? You're from Africa, right?
Supposed to say that.
I can say whatever I want to say. See, you don't know about speech. You need to learn the Constitution. What's the law? You don't know.
There you go. That would have been a perfect time to hand him a Constitution. You need to learn the Constitution.
But see, I have so many, and I don't mean to be argumentative at all, but I just have such a different take on some of this. You know, I wonder what laws you think he was needing to learn there, for one, you know?
Well, he's demanding my driver's license while I'm on the phone. First off, he was being rude and interruptive and escalate the situation. Now he doesn't even have his
felony or a misdemeanor.
Now he doesn't even have his shirt tucked in. Okay, he's just doing and saying whatever he wants to say. My bottom line is security is supposed to be a lot like a cop. You observe and report. You don't escalate. You don't get involved. You don't scream. You don't rant. You don't hinder, because he doesn't know he doesn't know who I am. I could be somebody important trying to gain access through the homeowner, and by him acting that way, I could end up having him fired the next day. Homeowners do that crap all the time.
See, I think that if I was somebody important and he did that, I would say, "You have done your job, sir. Thank you for not."
Nobody ever does that, bro. Come down to Texas and see how people's mentalities are, man. Everybody thinks that they're entitled children around here, bro, because that's the part that gets me pissed off all the time. Is I try to have respect for everybody here until I'm disrespected. I look, Lawyer Dog, look, how long have you known me? Because I know you back when you were I Am God. That was your name before.
Were you going by Basil and
yes,
back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't even. Yeah. So I mean, we knew each other when you were Basil, but you probably didn't even remember me when I was I Am God and all that stuff.
No,
you know?
I remember I Am God. That was back. I mean, dude, I started seeing you in the chat like back in January, February in Chili's chat, but I was there before that. Before that, I probably didn't recognize it. Actually, you know what? I take that back. All the way back into December last year. I do remember.
Yeah.
So, and I'll tell you right now, you show me respect, I will show you the same exact level of respect that you give me. Okay? It's just like our moms used to tell us in school. You treat people how you want to be treated. Okay? You treat me with a level of respect and professionalism, I'm going to give it right back to you. I'm the same way with the cops out there, man. I'm the same way with the cops out there. I complimented a cop the other day. I said, thank you for I'm gonna face this, dude. I'm gonna be debating fraud or troll on who
No,
basically
I want to hear
tried
that so
back.
I can clip this. I want to hear that so I can clip this and make a short of you bootlicking. Let's hear it.
What part? Oh, it's live. It's on my live from Friday night.
Oh, nice. Right on. I'm just kidding.
No. I mean, the thing is I said, nobody bothered me. The one guy went by me and said, "Hey, how's it going?" I said, "How's it going, man?" It's never a dull night around here, is it? He goes, "Nope," and kept walking. The next guy, when they got done, I said, "Corporal Martinez, do you by chance have a incident number?" "Yes, I do." And he got it for me, and that was it. I said, and I told him, "Thank you guys for not trying to escalate this whole situation." And he said, "You know what? We appreciate it, man. We don't get a lot of," and I get it. People just they just don't understand. Everybody wants to either be focused on one thing or the other. There is no, let's keep an open mind. And is it really what it looks like, or is there more context to it, or do you want to know the whole story? I didn't even realize he was calling me a racist. He kept saying racist. Had I known he was calling me a racist, I would have actually probably got off even more. I didn't know that until I had subtitles, bro. I didn't understand a lot of what he was saying. And when people have a language barrier, I try to be more patient so I can understand what they're trying to say. But when they start acting like dumbasses, escalating to being irate, there's no rationality there whatsoever. I've been sucking up the airs. You want something to say?
Yep. Well, I mean, I want to be as agreeable as possible with you, because but at the same time, on this particular incident, I see it as he's a citizen, and not only a citizen, but he's being privately contracted right now in a private location doing private business.
He may
the
not be a
laws to him
citizen.
are totally different than would be applicable to, like you said, a government.
Oh, really? Really? Do you want me to pull up my other security guard videos? Because I've got a bunch of them where Allied Universal, Securitas, Americans, immigrants, they're just all go to their head. Do you want the other immigrant one that actually apologized when I came back because his ass got in trouble for the way he acted with me?
But see, I don't know. I'm surprised as a security person since you're I would consider you in security, that you wouldn't actually align with this guy and see where he's coming from more, because he was working as a security guard.
I was trying to, bro. That's why, when he started getting irate and acting stupid, I started going live for my safety because, here, unfortunately, when you call the cops, they always seem to believe the caller. They never seem to do an investigation. They never ever try to find, it's like, oh, you got to be guilty because somebody called us. Like, we don't want to be here, so we're just going to take you to jail. We're not going to do our job.
Okay. But again, and I'm not, I really, as I said, don't let a good debate come between anyone. This is just a little issue where I'm like, I don't see where is it that you think he went wrong?
Not calling the homeowner, that could have squashed everything.
Okay, I can clarify that. I think, as I've mentioned, and I think maybe we can take a poll on this one. It's like, I think as a private business, and like you said, if it's supposed to be for, like you said, wealthy people, even if I had the guy at the African dude from the box in the front calling me every time somebody told him they wanted in, I'd be like, dude, if I want someone in, I'll call you, right?
But we don't know what's in the policy though, right?
Well, okay, and wouldn't that make more sense though? Like, more than likely the policy would be what he said is, if they want him to let somebody in, they need to tell him.
But he never said that he never told me it was policy, bro.
Yeah. So basically, and so here's how I feel about it at this point. He gave you what you've considered to be not good customer service for a private business. And therefore, if you wanted to take that up with corporate, just like any business, if I go to Dollar Tree and they give me a hard time, I call corporate and tell them what's going on,
Yeah, but look, you have a store location when you can do that. So it's easy for them to track the employees. Here, I'm trying to figure out, sorry, somebody sent me an article, an email, says Black people that speak French. So, I got a lot of people that are supporting me in this. And of course, there's a lot of people that are hating. My whole thing is this, bro. if the guy would have just simply done his job and stayed calm, okay, it takes two to escalate. It really does. It takes one person like this to get irate. It takes the other person to get defensive. You know what I mean? All he had to do was just either not say a word or just been calm and just like, sir, can you calm down? We'll figure this out to get something. But the problem that we have, and Michael Eline says it all the time, we get immigrants that come over here and they get a job or in a position of what they think is power, and they sit here and try to act like they're cops, and they're not. That's all I'm saying, dude. I have no ill will towards this guy. In fact, I don't think he lied to the cop about what's on the report. I think the cop lied and put that on the report. I don't think that this guy went to the length to lie about me swearing. I really don't think that this guy would actually lie about that. Most of the immigrants would not. Somebody like this probably would not lie to the cop about what was said.
Oh, and you're still waiting to get like body cam footage or something?
Yeah, I need $178, man, for the body cam. That's why I've been trying to raise money to get this body cam. I got to pay my bills because they cost me my job. So I'm over here relying on supporters to donate and buy products for Christmas gifts and things like that. You know, like the order that I just got when you came up, I was processing. You know, I didn't make a whole lot off that order because I sell my stuff fairly cheap, but you know, I want to make sure that, you know, people are getting something for something, and you know, the people that are supporting me, and as I grow and get bigger, these are people that are going to be here, and I'm going to basically make sure that they get taken care of with content and perks and things like that through memberships and other things. You know, this is like my core. You know, it's just like with Chili. You know, you got a little core group like Michael Elon got a core little group. You know, I consider you part of that core little group because you're always in the chat.
Yeah, man, I want to help, you know, expand you guys' lineup. I was talking, you know,
Salt Shaker, I feel like I stepped in the dog shit when I brought Lawyer Dog up here. The dog shit called racism. But no, that's what I'm trying to say, man. I have no ill will towards this guy, but I can't confirmly say that this guy cost me the Uber job, but I really think it was fraud or troll. But we'll find out during the debate, man. That's ultimately what I want to know. Because he said something on his update that nobody else possibly could have known what the complaint was about. So I really think it was him. I don't think this guy went to any kind of great lengths to do it. This guy does not understand the process. He's not from here. I really don't think that this guy has any ill will intentions. I think there's a communication barrier, and I think he just either doesn't understand his job or he was having a really bad day that day. And I mean that's the reality of it. You know, people have bad days, right? I'm not saying that you're not allowed to, or
but at the end of the day, he did not do any constitutional violations. Can we agree on that?
Well, the thing is, he's not government. I get that, but what I was trying to educate him a little bit. You know, the thing is, you can't come to someone's country and tell somebody who's born and raised here 40-something years and who's also a veteran and defended this country and defended his rights, my rights, and everyone else's rights, just sit here and treat somebody like that.
So
you want to talk. Hold on. Let's go back to
More-
humanity for a second, which was your conversation. Okay, where did he learn humanity that he can talk and treat somebody like that, and in return, I have to kiss his ass? Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Well, you were defending his right to be like that.
You can say that.
Yeah.
When I'm defending my rights, I'm defending everyone's rights. Would you not agree with that statement?
Well, you're trying to suppress his right to his own private property and how he determines.
He doesn't own the property. His job contracted there is to observe and report and to follow whatever little policies that they got written on the process. Now, here's the policy may not be to call the homeowner, like you said, you know, that, oh, this guy's bugging me every 2 seconds because somebody wants to gain access. You got to remember, there's hundreds of homes in this gated community. Okay, it's not just one home. Okay, it's hundreds of homes. Okay, and maybe it's company policy to have it the other way. Well, wouldn't he just say company policy? Wouldn't that protect him? Company policy states that the homeowner's got to call me. That way I can relay that to the homeowner. Instead, the homeowner is sitting there yelling at me and arguing with me, telling me to have him call. It's not my job to have him call. It really isn't.
Yeah, so it's better. Yeah, if you would have said, "Hey, the policy states here that they need to call," and they're giving you better customer service, then maybe that would have been a smoother customer experience. And again, that would be something that you would take up with.
Yeah, and also, and I probably would have even just let it go. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have even gone to that length of trying to address it. And then when I'm on the phone canceling the second time around, when he wouldn't give me his name and he's demanding my driver's license from me and not telling me that it's company policy. That was like when the homeowner said he just, decided to cancel the ride. Again, he didn't tell me that it was company policy. Now, the homeowners association president does come out during this video and tells me he's going to handle this guy because I told him what happened. Very, very well. I had to kind of more so compromise than he did because I said, just lift the gate up. And his response was, well, that would give you access. I said, no, you got the other gate over there. Well, we don't want to close it. Well, you're a homeowner association. They're in violation with the open easement behind me. That's nothing's supposed to be over 24 inches. I've got the plat, bro. I got it notarized for court and everything, so that way I can use it for evidence. I mean, literally, easements and everything. Easements and everything, brother. Easements and everything. Because did you see where I got snatched off the? Did you see where I got snatched off the sidewalk?
Violation of the easement, guys. Yes.
Well,
that's what you got to get on.
Well, the thing is, because eventually when the homeowner comes out and tells me that it's policy to get the license, look, he helps me back out into the intersection, which I'm not supposed to because it's a public intersection. And I park and I ask him, said, did he call the cops? If he called the cops, I'm going to sit here and wait around for the cops. He said, yes, I waited around for the cops. Hour and 15 minutes later, the cops show up. And I'm on a sidewalk and they're trying to say they own the sidewalk. You can't own that sidewalk outside. Okay.
So now this this burden shouldn't shift on. It should shift from him on to those police. That would have been the issue. Is the cops.
Well, that's where it's leading to at this point because they snatched me off the sidewalk, which is a implied right of way or a public right of way or a public easement or a utility.
Can we see that video?
What's that?
Can we see that video of the arrest on the sidewalk?
It's actually in this one too.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see what the cops say.
I was filming the whole thing. It was the last 6 minutes. This is right when the cop rolls up. Okay, so here, let me give you a good view right here. Okay, so I'm gonna play it from
Fort Worth Pete. I like that one. That's good. I call him Fort Worthless. You can touch my secret box.
Now, keep in mind, I'm over here the whole time on this sidewalk. Now that they've already called the cops, I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, just for the cops to show up. Did you not see my arrest? Really? That's crazy.
No, I mean I remember when it all happened, and your hands were all sore and everything. But it was
they were just sore, man. They were messed up.
Oh, I mean that's what I meant. Not sore, but like
I still hang on a second. I see camera. My hand right here. Right from, I don't know how good you can see my hand, but from right here across my ring finger to my index finger, my middle finger and everything, from right above the wrist where they put the cuffs on, all the way up the fingers. Every time I still touch this, it's still numb and tingly every time I touch it. I can't really feel my sensation.
And are you pursuing any type of?
I can't do anything until I can't say anything or do anything until my case is resolved. And right now, I don't even have a court date. So
what do you mean you have a court date?
I don't even have a court date. I've already gone in, pled not guilty, and I filed my 3 motions to dismiss. And I've set my motion in for discovery of all evidence, sculpatory evidence, including the body camera, dash cam footage. Nice. I've already got the police report. I've already got the 3 911 calls that were made. One of which person wasn't even there, claiming that stuff was said. So, and then the other person that was on the phone didn't even catch Well, he didn't lie on the phone, so he pretty much. Well, he kind of did, but he didn't. But it just depends on how you interpret what he said. But anyways, let me get back to this. This is the cop showing up, basically. 7 minutes or 6.5 minutes, and it's over.
Oh, they're showing up right there. Here we go.
Now you see the
Here we
sidewalk I'm
go.
on?
They showed up. Hey, make sure your body camera's on, officer, so I can get this body cam footage and hear what they're lying to you about. Kind of looks like Kruger. Uh-oh, man with a camera. Technically, I never stepped foot on their property, so.
Now, see that little area right there? Let me back that up for a second. Let me play that real quick. See how the arm went up and then the black gate?
Uh-oh, man with a camera.
Now, see this area right there. You see where that Bronco's at? Lawyer
I see
dog.
the vehicle there.
Okay,
and
President HOA showed up. Outside of that, that's a turnaround point before the gate. So if your black gates were closed like they're supposed to be, you could open up this access control point and you can make a U-turn out of there. That's what that's designed for. All HOAs pretty much have them. They're all designed that way here in Texas. They're called, the definition that they're called in the HOA laws are called an entry turnaround. That's what they're called. In case you came down the street accidentally and then instead of backing up into the public intersection, it allows you to pull back, like kind of like a driveway, pulling back into the intersection. That's all that's for. So I'm not actually going through their property yet. Okay.
Technically, I never stepped foot on their property, so.
Now you see the white Tesla? You see the white Tesla over there behind the police car?
I see the Tesla.
Okay, that's where I parked. Okay, so I was out of the way. Notice the officer parked over there as well. And here comes Officer Munchkin. So tiny you can fit him in your back pocket.
Okay, so you have a car parked behind that white one?
No, that is the white car. See this? The brownie popping his head out the window.
You got your body camera rolling, sir? You got your body camera rolling? Because I'm going to pull that. I want to see what lies they tell you. Don't mute it. Don't mute the mic.
Racist. Look at what's the motto. Look at this. You got people calling me a racist today, dude. It's messed up. It's not what I woke up to. It's not what I wanted to wake up to. It's supposed to be like body cams today, man.
You coming to talk? You coming to talk to me now? Okay. Before we get started, per your policy of 703, can you go ahead and identify yourself, please? Okay. Thank you, sir. So what did they tell you?
So they're saying that you're refusing to leave.
I'm not on their property. No trespassing. That's a public utility box. Sir, you can't own a public street. You own beyond the gate, and you put even a sign up here. I'm refusing ID, sir. If they want me to leave. Now, here, if you want to hear what happened, okay, I was up here. They demanded ID from me. I told them to call the resident. I was picking up for an Uber. He refused. He got an attitude with me. I called the customer twice. I went ahead and called the customer. He was acting with idiot, felonious here, okay, didn't want to let me go through. And then next thing I know, he told me to leave. I'm at the gate. I'm not backing up into this busy street where people are running. I told him, open that gate. That Bronco wasn't there. I said, I'll make a U-turn and I'll leave. I'll be more than happy to. He decides he wants to escalate the whole situation. Cars are backing up behind me.
My curiosity is in, when they asked you to leave, why didn't you stay?
Because he already called the cops. Now, the second gentleman who's now smiling over there, thinking you're going to arrest me or do something, he came up and he started to defuse the whole situation. No problem. I was getting ready to leave, but then I asked, did you call the cops? Confirm with security guard, yes. So I stayed to wait. So I've been here, I don't know, an hour and 15, 20 minutes waiting for you guys. So I would have been gone an hour and a half ago. This would have never escalated, but.
So I guess, why didn't you leave an hour and a half ago?
Because they called the cops.
Right. So now we're out here. Now we have to.
Now that you're out here, now you're having to deal with. I wasn't going to run and believe whatever they told you. But you know, if you know, first off, sir, public utility. I've never crossed the threshold of that gate. I've never entered their property. He did assist me backing up into the street, which is why I'm parked over there now. Because you're here. You're asking why it's an issue. Obviously, you're here. So if you like, I'm not the issue. I was filming. That's the issue. You guys have a problem with First Amendment. Then if you want to give me your CAD number with a card, I'll be more than happy to leave. What issue am I causing, sir?
Because you were refusing to leave the premises, and now we're out here.
My car is over there, and I'm not on the premises. I'm not on the premise. Sir, you see that no trespassing sign? Okay, no trespassing. I'm not, no unauthorized person. I'm on a.
That? Hold on. Do you see that sign, a lawyer dog?
Sign?
Yeah, I see that sign. Why is it over there on the side of the sidewalk? I don't understand.
I've even paused it for you. You see how the dirt changes to grass right there at that access point where the sign's at? That sign's been there for 6 years. If you go back and look at the Google Street Map, it's in the same exact spot from 6 years ago.
So that's a private sidewalk and everything beyond that sign?
Well, that's letting you know no trespassing beyond that point, because if you look back there behind it, there's a gate that can actually shut.
So that's not a, so like, but basically, where's the private property line in the?
Technically, the city vacated the street, but you can't vacate the implied easement on the sidewalk until you get to a certain point where you're not allowed to access. And at this point, me personally, I'm thinking that's that no trespassing sign. That's why I went nowhere near it. So I stayed back a good, I don't know, 20, 30 feet plus from it.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry let me ask you one more time, because I'm kind of just so I'm clear up to this point. So that no trespassing sign, that's for private property. Is that a private property sign, right? Or is that a government sign?
That's a private property sign.
So is before that sign also private property without a no trespassing sign?
Well, technically the city vacated that street with permits, okay? But you can't vacate the sidewalk because it's connected to the city street, like 30 feet behind me. Which
all right, see, again, I hear cops explaining. Is it private or public property before that sign?
Well, I'm trying to explain to you. You could call it cop-splaining all you want, but I think there's a problem with the plat, the way it was drawn up, because there's an open easement right behind me. And they never identified this as any kind of easement on their plat, but you can't take the plat. You can't take the sidewalk.
All right, I'm gonna have to treat you as a hostile witness here, sir.
Stop. But you can't take the sidewalk away because I've seen case law where people have put in sidewalks, which the city actually put that sidewalk in a long time ago. You can't take the sidewalk back out and then say you can't use the sidewalk if it was already used as an easement. This is what we call
put
it.
one in the
Texas,
put one in the
we call
chat if
this,
you understand anything he's saying.
Hold on. In Texas, we call this an implied easement. Does that make sense? They the city vacated the street up to this point, basically. I have the plat. I have the plat drawn up and certified right here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that it's not you're not trespassing before that sign. We'll just give it that. We're not trespassing.
Yeah, no. If I would be concerned if I got up to the sign, I would be concerned that I might be at this point trespassing because it's like this. If I walked up to your home and you had no signage whatsoever, no gate whatsoever, and I walked up to your door, I would not be trespassing.
But if I told you, okay, if I had a sign on the door that said no trespassing, that means you can't go inside. But so if you came up to the door and then I told you leave the property, then you'd be trespassing even without the sign. Agreed?
That would be because that is your personal property. You got to remember how many people own that property on the inside of that. So everybody would probably have, I'm sure there would have to be some sort of an agreement to I'm just saying it says no trespassing, no unauthorized persons at that point. And I'm about, like I said, I'm about 30 feet before that. I'm trying not to go up to the sign. I don't want to be anywhere near the sign.
But are you still on what we would consider to be like the yard of the resident, or still there?
I would be considered no, because if you look at this here, let me show you Google Maps. Let me pull this up. That way you get a better view, because I'm not in the best view where my camera's at, because I'm actually on the sidewalk. But let me give you an outside view of, okay, so let's see, this is going to be 2900 Circle Park. Oh, I'm sorry. Park Hill Circle. I think that's the address. Oh, I have the address here. Hang on a second. I have to look at this again because I don't remember. Because it's going to go back to a trespassing thing before it gets to the disorderly conduct. Shit, did I not grab my other? I didn't grab my other side. Because they got me for disorderly conduct for language. That's why the guy lied about all the cussing inside the police report. I know that's why he did it. 48. Okay, Oak Hill. Okay, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing wrong. It's Oak Hill Circle, not Park Hill Circle. Okay, so pull this up. Okay, now I'm going to share this tab. Okay.
All right, sorry.
Chuck wants to claim I'm on the property. So, okay. So, they vacated the street, okay, going into the guard gate area, okay? Now, I want to make sure you guys see this big enough, right? So, right here is all city public sidewalk, okay? Does that make, I don't know if you guys can see my arrow.
Yes, I agree that is public sidewalk.
Okay, so now the way the thing is written, that anything adjoined to it, like it is also an implied right-of-way. Now, this area up to the archway,
all right,
all the way where that grass and that tree is not supposed to be because they're in violation of the thing. Right. That is all what's called an open easement when you come around the the turn. Okay, this is why Google Map is able to come up to this point right here. No, this
makes sense to me for like an ADA purpose or something like that.
Yes. So you got the street map. Okay, now see the utility box? behind the archways?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't go past that utility box. In fact, most of the time I stood right about where this archway was. Now, if you notice, there's no gate at the archway. Now, there's a gate to the right where the brick wall is that they had permission by the city to put in. They had to get permission by the city to put that brick wall in and this brick right here. They had to get permission.
Okay.
Now, if you notice the grass color difference over here,
okay.
You got to remember, this is 6 years ago. Okay, this Google Maps shot is 6 years old. If you look, that's where the trespassing sign is, right where the grass turns color, where the access point is.
All right, I see now. It makes more sense. It's way more in the context. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, so look at the grill right here. It's all city. It was all built by the city. This is all put in by the city. Okay. Now,
even those bricks right there were put in by the city?
No, the bricks all were put in by the homeowner. Like I said, the homeowners association had to get permission.
Okay.
Like all this right over here.
Basically, they did it under basically color of lot. So that's actually city property, but they make it look like it's private property. Is that what you're saying?
They vacated the street, but you can't vacate the easement. So what I'm saying is you can't vacate the sidewalk.
All right.
Not until you get to that black gate right there. Now, I didn't know that more about the HOA, but because they had the sign at their control access point, I was safe to say that basically they own the property up to these control arms.
All right.
So I said anything beyond those control arms are no longer fair game for private property or for public right away.
Yes, so if you can prove that, right? If you can prove, sorry to interrupt, but if I'm with you, if you can prove that that's public property right there, then you've got to. This should never even go to jury.
Well, the only thing that's showing on their plat is this big open easement right here where it's connected. After that, it just doesn't show any kind of easement, not even for a utility easement. It doesn't show the sidewalk at all, but the sidewalk's there. So I think somebody drew that up wrong. But I've got arguments in Texas where you've got a property owner who lived down like right across the street from a school, and there was no sidewalk, so the kids were walking in the street or in the grass. So they went to the city, they got permission, they put in a sidewalk, and the kids started using the sidewalk. Well, they didn't realize that they would cause their dogs to bark. They didn't realize there'd be trash in their yard, and they didn't realize that they'd be getting vandalism and graffiti after doing so by the students. Well, they went to go take the sidewalk out, and they got sued. I mean, well, I don't want to say they got sued. It became a civil matter and went up to, I think, like the state level, where they said basically the minute they put that sidewalk in, it became an implied right of way. Because who's to say that anybody would know that this is private property? The street right here that's supposed to be vacated, it doesn't indicate that it's a private street. There's no indication that it's a private street. None whatsoever. There's nothing that says private property. And there's nothing that says private property until you get to.
Right. I mean, I think what you're saying is it's like the color. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the color of law or something where it does appear to be private property, but maybe it's only an illusion. Maybe, like you said, they got permission from the public to put these things on the public land, and it's actually public land that they just dressed as private property. Is that what I mean? That's how I feel what you're saying is what you're saying.
That's how I feel it's implied because they vacated the street. The city vacated the street up into somewhere where this guard shack was built. And I'm
now, what do you mean by vacated the street? What does vacated the street mean? Like,
vacate basically means that we own it, but we're going to give you excessive right to it so you can put a fence in. So you can fence off the street. Like this right here.
But then what happens?
So basically, the cops can't just come patrol there. They can't come past there. They have to be let in.
So if cops can't go past there, then then citizens probably can't either.
No, nobody publicly can go beyond those black gates without permission.
Oh.
That's a gated community.
So no, but isn't it public land right beyond there? You said for a couple.
Public land is all this right here. Is all public. Everything we're looking at out here on this shot is all public.
But even beyond those arches, right? Even that little booth right there, you said that
yeah, it's
anything...
an implied. Well, this is an implied easement according to Texas. But see how they got the no trespassing sign right here?
That's where it starts.
That's where they basically are denying you access into their community.
Okay, so where you were walking up to that booth, that was not trespassing. I can.
There's nothing that indicates that it's private property to indicate to anybody. Look.
All right, Chuck Bronson, I'm swaying with BZ now. What do we say? He's innocent now?
What's he saying? The angry vet's in here too.
You swayed me. I might go with innocent on the trespass.
Well, here's I know what Chuck's saying, that the arch is clearly a property marker, but it's not. You want to know why? Where's the gate? Where's the gate that blocks the sidewalk? Because there's a thing in the plat that says that they can't cover anything above 24 inches above the sidewalk until it's actually their property. That's why the gated community, where am I at? Has this black gate over the sidewalk. There's a black gate that's open, but it goes over the sidewalk. That's why this is an open easement right here. This whole area right here is an open easement. And I was the whole time, I was at the archway, and at one point I leaned up against the utility box. That's as far as I ever went. But there was no signs that ever indicate private property. There's no sign that indicates private property whatsoever. The street sign isn't colored different, doesn't say private road. So you tell me where it says private property anywhere. Is your mic muted? Because I don't hear you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah. So I was saying, yeah, I could agree with that, you know.
If it said private property somewhere or gated community starting point here or something, so the no trespassing sign is my indicator where the property line starts.
All right. So as a potential juror, Chuck is saying that you should get the GIS survey.
I have the plat, but it's wrong. I might have to get the GIS survey is written wrong. It's written wrong because it doesn't show the easement. It just shows the road. It doesn't show the sidewalk.
Okay. Is there a reason why if not, you should bring that in and show them so that if jurors do have that question, they'll know the answer to that. You know, I would explain all that. Because you're going to have to take this in, man. They're going to, you know, they might take it to trial, you know?
Well, and like I said, it's a community area there, but I have the plat right here. I even went to the point of getting it paying for it and got it notarized.
Or wait, did they charge you? I mean, they released you, right? So did they charge you?
They gave me a citation because I called them out on they post facto. They gave me a criminal trespass warning not to get back a written one, but then they wrote me a citation for disorderly conduct and let me go because they were going to charge me and arrest me for disorderly conduct. And I said the penal code and said, you guys don't understand the penal code. It wasn't a breach of the peace. And then they turned around and sat there and wrote me a citation afterwards. Class C, city citation.
Hey, Chuck, how do you like my background, man?
Here, let's do this. Let's turn my phone. There you go. That works better. Now that we're sideways here. Okay, so let's do this. Let me get rid of my background. Shit, here we go. Get rid of my background real quick. Because it messes with my... See, there's the plat right there. Notarized and everything. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera lined up, but it's just that road section. There's no houses on the road. Everything's off the side streets. What's he saying? What's he saying now?
We're just laughing about this background. It's hilarious.
What's that? My background or your background?
Oh, I was laughing about this Lane Myers background. We were all, I think, getting the kick out of it for a second. All right.
He's asking, Angry Vet's asking, wait, don't you catch a charge? I did catch a charge. Citation. Class C misdemeanor. Class C for disorderly conduct.
I mean, so see, so now you've
But
got.
look what it says. But look what it says right next to the disorderly conduct.
What's that say? Something about language?
Language is exactly what it said.
Yeah.
Language.
But there are, restricted forms of.
They're trying to say in the police report it says because effing go back to Africa and start cussing at him, supposedly. Did you ever hear me drop any kind of swear words whatsoever against that guy?
I didn't know any swear words. Probably what he meant, because like you said, he doesn't speak well English. Maybe he just meant he was being aggressive.
I don't think he told the cop that. I think the cop lied on the police report.
Yeah.
And if I show that in court he lied, let's say that we forget the GIS. I got my criminal trespass warning in writing, and I was told by the homeowner association president not to come back. Don't ever pick up here. Don't ever. Okay, fine, whatever, right? So I get my disorderly conduct citation. In court, all I have to show is the body camera not matching up to the police statement. I don't even have to show my video.
Yeah. No. Well, what would that do? That would sort of like impeach the cops. You could use that as
he lied on the police report. Therefore, he had no probable cause to cite me.
But if they felt that the cussing was a substantial factor in creating the probable cause, then maybe that would. But if they said, well, even without the cussing, the probable cause would still exist, then
no. But let's say this. Okay. So let's say that the African security guard here, because that's how we're labeling him, the African security guard. Okay.
Well, hold on.
I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna label it now. But listen to this, okay? So let's say he does tell the cop that I used the F-bomb and I started swearing afterwards. Now I got my video to show that I never cursed at him.
Oh, okay. So the Angry Vet's saying, sorry, just that he's saying that trespassing, when talking about trespassing, is completely irrelevant to your case at this point. Then.
Well, what I'm saying is the trespass was what they're saying was the probable cause to snatch me up, even after they claim that when I went past the archway and I still wasn't leaving, he still snatched me up. And with trespass, what do you got to do? Someone's got to literally tell you they don't want you on the property more to be trespassed, or you got to remain on the property. Other than that, they got to give you a reasonable amount of time to leave. I was waiting around for the cops to show up.
Oh gosh.
So the trespass, yeah, but I didn't tell him to go back to effing Africa, learn our, he says, I said, go back to effing Africa and started cussing at him, which never happened. Told me go back to Africa, learn our laws, and then come back. Just like if I was to go to Thailand. If you told me, Tab, you were from West Virginia or Kentucky, and you came to Texas and tried to tell me that West Virginia and all this did it this way, I would tell you to take your angry ass back to West Virginia until you learn our Texas laws and then come back. I don't care where you're from. If you're going to go somewhere, don't talk out your ass. Learn the law first. This guy just happened to be out of the country. I was there. Chuck, I'm going to boot you from my chat, Chuck. You're losing your wrench. Chuck is just a dick. He's just like that.
Well, he's all right. He said it.
Look, lawyer dog, what I'm trying to say is this doesn't hold any jail time. This holds a max fine of $500.
Well, that's great. Then it's a perfect case to pick up so you can learn how to,
There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying.
We'll all have to go out there and start making racist remarks. And
I mean, this could be case law. I doubt it. I think it's going to be thrown out, but
Yeah.
If this goes to trial, I'll be what's the word? I'll be very shocked.
Well, it's got to now, because if they probably think, well, if it doesn't go to trial, he's probably going to try and sue us for something. So if we don't beat him, if he doesn't,
Hey, they can cut me a check and pay my medical bill. I'll be fine with that. Hey, they want to do a non-disclosed amount, I'll make them pay a non-disclosed fee, and I'll just move on with my day. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's like 20 grand and they pay my damn medical bill. My medical bill is $4,500 for going to the ER. My hands were pretty jacked up. Angry vets laughing at case law. Case law for language. Yeah. I mean, we've already proven that language, time, place, and manner. Was there anybody else around to witness it? Was anybody else around to observe a breach of the peace? Did it cause this guy to reach up and smack me? Did it cause us to get into a fight? No. Did he also provoke me a little bit by calling me a racist? A racist. And bottom line is he provoked me.
Listen to this. He's being racist as he says racist. I've never heard that before. That was a good one.
I was just being comical, man.
Oh, give me a thumbs up if that was a good one. I like that. Easy. He's being all right. He called me a racist.
So I don't even know what this means here. Look, it says, no worries. We put an order out for Chuck B. Filipino friend of mine. Got your back, BZ. Love it.
That's funny.
Bro, I mean, it's the truth of it. I mean, dude, I mean, it's for language. It's not for anything else, and if I know I'm not going to make case law angry vet. Stop, dude. I was joking. I was being sarcastic. Stop being so angry. Stop being so mean. Good Lord. Don't make me to tell you to go back to freaking West Virginia or some shit. Wherever you're from.
Yeah.
Tab, do you want to come on the panel? Dude, I'll give you that opportunity, bro.
Well, let's see if we'll see if we can get him on to come on.
Every time I've offered him, he's always denied. He's always copped out. I love for him to come up here. I'm pretty sure I know what he's going to say, but I'll let him talk. I got no problem if people want to talk about this. Yeah, don't be salty, Tab. Look, Chuck or Tab, or both of you. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I know what I said, what I did, and why I did it. So it wasn't like I did it out of anger. I didn't do it because I'm a racist. Actually, it had nothing to do with the color of his skin. I mean, what do you think, Lawyer Dog? Do you think I'm a racist, or do you think what? I mean, you tell me. You give me your expert legal lawyerly advice.
Well, the question is, was Kramer a racist?
Well, what did he say? I don't remember. I mean, I know he was on stage, but I don't remember what he said. And let me ask you this: let me ask you this legal question I'm about to ask you. Okay, is being a racist illegal? I never thought about that till just now, so I'm going to ask that question: is being a racist illegal?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of acts that are based around race discrimination.
No, discrimination is different, but being a racist, is that illegal? It's like saying you can't be a Jew, or you're saying you can't be a Catholic, or you can't be a Jehovah's Witness.
Well, right, having those ideologies is, well, it depends. If they're applied and they manifest, then it could be, like I said, the whole 1983 Act has racial discrimination.
No, that's discrimination from the government, sir.
BZ, what county is this in?
Tarrant County, right here in Fort Worth.
Then go onto the county website and show us the GIS survey of that address.
That's the problem I was having. I couldn't find it. I had to go pull the plat, bro.
It's there. You just got to know how to look.
Tarrant County, what, GIS survey?
Yep.
Oh, shit. I hit it on the wrong spot. No, I don't want to do it here. Cancel. Let me go over here and do it.
Or do a free trial on your phone for X Hunt. I like that better, but it just sucks. You got to pay
Actually,
for it.
you're mentioning a good point. This is a broader debate that's going to be coming up, which is the debate of nationalism versus like a world, ideology or world government type thing that we talk about. I mean, as a world government approaches with the connection of, countries to technology, this debate becomes more relevant. It's not about racism. It's about, sorry about my little girl. It's about nationalism. And I don't support nationalism. I think nationalism was the foundation of what we were taught Nazism is, even though I don't believe what we were taught about Nazis, but that was all based on nationalism and the idea that our nation is somehow greater than a human individual. No nation is greater than mankind or a human being itself. The human being, the individual, from whatever nation they're from, whatever race they're from, that's the pinnacle of all government. And all government is built to serve the individual regardless of where they're born or where they're from. That's what I think it should be. And in a way, I think that's what this and Eli talks, I debated, with him a little bit about that, is that he's more of a border type of person and I'm more of a human type of person, where I don't think that you can put a border between me and my brother regardless of his nationality or race.
Now, this is called the public map viewer.
Okay, you see that red line out there by the road? That's their property line. You're guilty. Take that to court and take your plea.
This is a sidewalk right here going into the intersection.
I'm aware it's a private sidewalk at that point. Once you cross that red line, that's private property. Do you see how all the other sidewalks aren't on the, past the red line?
No, I get what you're saying, Chuck. I'm not. Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming?
Nobody's screaming. I love you, man, but I'm telling you that's private property.
Are you just talking loud so your voice can be heard? Because if you're not screaming, it's loud.
No, turn down your volume.
It's turned down.
You got your volume cranked or something.
See, this is the intersection I was talking about.
Zoom in on all that. Is there a scale?
I'm looking for one. I don't really see it.
But I mean, that looks like you're,
Looks like I was on the edge of it, dude.
Well, look at this. What you can go by is that sidewalk to the left.
Yeah.
Yep. But get away from that curve and go back down the sidewalk to the left.
Get away from the curve?
Yep. Now bring your cursor down to the left. Down that sidewalk. That's the road. Back to the sidewalk. See, that red line runs that sidewalk. So if you want to get an idea, now go back to your video, look where that sidewalk is and draw a straight line from there. You're on private property, Jack.
Here's the street.
Anytime before I ever went on anybody's property, I have this pulled up on my phone.
Okay,
I wasn't come and say you're trespassing. I'm like, no, I'm not. Right here's the GIS survey. I did it 100 times or more. I'm just saying, dude, people gotta pay attention to this.
No, I get that,
this
but
is
if you
the only thing that matters. Anything else you have to say, your opinion on everything that you've said today, it doesn't matter. That red line right there is the only thing that matters.
But I also didn't get cited for trespassing.
I understand, but that's the whole thing. I'm
All
just
right,
letting you know you were trespassing though.
But look how this looks like this. I mean, it looks like the indent here, this open space, looks like this red line is going to be about where the guard shack was.
I don't know. That's why I said go back to your video and kind of eyeball off that sidewalk. From that point to the sidewalk,
I know there's an open. I know there's an open. I know there's an open easement right here.
Yeah, but that's not very big space, dude. That looks like 4 feet, 6 feet.
You're right. It does look like very small, and it's
not. it's not, 100 feet away. Look at the houses too. Look at the property line of that house, and then go back to your video and kind of get an idea where that guard shack is compared to these houses.
Okay, so this turnaround point right here that I'm pointing to, can you see? You can see that on the map on the
right
screen,
before
right?
the gate, right?
No. This is
Or is
after
that
the
through
gate. This is after the gate where the cop turned around. So if we go back to, let's see. Actually, best way to do it. I know where I was standing. Let me go back to Google Maps because I can show you where I was from that point. See, the property line's over here. It's correct on this, but so if you look at all this, see the house doesn't even. It looks like the property line starts about where maybe that archway is. Could be that archway, that's that no trespassing sign. It's hard to tell.
Oh, I guess he's gone. I guess he's saying you better get that figured out. Is his?
Is there a more detailed GIS survey? Because I'm looking at where the street's at. Because this plat is drawn wrong compared to the GIS survey.
All right, so let's start talking plea deals.
Listen to you.
No, we're gonna beat this thing no matter what, right? That's what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. See, there we go. I got the JP6. I had it underlined here a second ago. There we go.
All right, they're saying this is going to be the next YSL trial. It's going to be the longest trial in history in your state.
I'm gonna drag this bitch out. Are you kidding? But see, that's where the plat, the way they drew this plat, and the way that this actually Tarrant County GIS survey, there's a discrepancy.
Oh, hey, I just thought I'd notify you. There's someone backstage.
Is there? Oh, that's him. No plea deals. That's right. We're not taking a plea deal. That's no jail time.
I mean, this is all kind of irrelevant, but I've been telling you since day one. I think it's kind of important, for you to know these things.
No, I get it, bro.
But as far as your case goes, I understand, unless they try saying you're trespassing, but obviously that's not what you're charged with. So,
well, I'm just trying to get the probable cause to put me in handcuffs because at this point, I'm looking at the fact that the plat is different than the GIS survey.
GIS survey from the county is the only thing that matters.
I know. What I'm saying is the plat is wrong. The plat's giving them
where'd
more.
You get the plat? I don't know where you even got that or anything, or where it even is.
Tarrant County records. The city drew all this up. The city drew all this up, and they turned it into the county. The problem is that's not accurate.
I mean, if you could bring that in and show good cause that you had reason to believe that, then you could have a case with that,
Yeah, Yeah, it's because it's implied at that point. There's no trespassing signs. I've got this. I've got the GIS survey online. Because the way this is set, this is right at the intersection. Their plat is right at the intersection. That is showing that it's further back than the intersection, and then it's even curved, showing that there's more sidewalk space on my side of the road. Because I'm looking right here at it. Look at the intersection on this right here. Right, you see how the sidewalk curves around?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at this view map, sidewalk curves, they still don't own that part of the sidewalk. It looks like, because I know for a fact that this part, like right here, is 20 by 20 public easement.
Oh wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. I think I showed the wrong screen. So this part right here is 20 by 20 easement. The easement kind of cuts into a little bit of, and see, 069. I want to see if it's the same account number.
So yeah, and as a as a juror, definitely try to make it make sense, real simple, because I don't know if anyone else is able to follow along, but right now I'm having a hard time following along.
Well, the thing is was it disorderly conduct or not? Ultimately, that's what the charge was.
I do
The
think
trespassing. The trespassing. I mean, did the trespassing really warrant me going into cuffs? And how much distance, like right here on this Oak Hill right here, how much distance is there from the street to the red line? I'm trying to gauge the distance between. I'm guessing that's where the fence is and not the brick wall. Because remember, they had to get permission to build the brick wall. I don't know how we got on topic on this. Pink Taco, what's going on, buddy? Sly Shy, how you doing, girl? No plea deals, of course not. Oh, Chuck's backstage. There we go. He keeps dropping.
StreamYard sucks.
So does your phone and you.
I know.
Yeah, I noticed that there's a discrepancy between the plat and the GIS survey, though.
So if you can make that discrepancy really clear.
Now go back to the video and show us that sidewalk behind you.
Okay. Well, it's not in the video because I'm on the sidewalk, but how about we do something better?
You're not on the sidewalk we're trying to look at.
No, I am on the side. Well, the other one here, look.
Well, we want the one behind you.
I'm on this side.
Pretty close. So
I'm on this sidewalk.
In your video, it seems way further away from the intersection, but it is pretty close to that intersection.
Yeah, because this is all open easement right here.
Yeah, so that's pretty close.
And for the whole length of time, pretty much, I was on the east side of the archways. Now, in the plat, it says that they had to get permission to build that brick wall, and they had to get permission to build the little archway, but nothing could go over public sidewalk. That's why the gate's over there, back there.
But yeah, that's definitely all still private property.
But there's no private property.
That red line that comes from that sidewalk over to the right. Remember the red line on the map? If you drew a straight line, go out into the street so we can see the angle of that sidewalk. There you go. Yeah, so see, you're in. I mean, you're 10, 20 feet in on the property, according to that red line.
All right, and then Salt Shaker says that she feels like this is sort of a waste of energy and public funds to pursue this type of justice on this case. That unless there's more of a point to the justice that we're trying to make here.
Where's it at? I don't see the comment.
Well, she's saying, better.
This one right there?
So that's how I interpreted that. What are you trying to prove with this case here?
I'm just trying to prove that I'm not guilty of disorderly conduct. Really, I guess it's the ultimate thing. I guess the trespassing doesn't even really matter at this point anymore.
No, you know what, though? I think the trespassing does matter, even though they said it didn't, because if you weren't trespassing, then it lowers the level of disorderly because you were actually trying to stand up for your right instead of trespassing while harassing. You were in a public space, which lowers the level of harassment significantly, I would say, Okay, here's my next question. Can you be disorderly? Yeah, you can be disorderly, I guess, on private property.
Yeah, but again, it's in a public area, which I was, but there was nobody else standing around. And the thing is it's a he said, she said thing, and he didn't reach up and smack me. Somebody's playing with his cock. Are you done, Chuck, or you got some more cock-a-doodle-doo in you? Guess he's done wringing his cock. I'm just kind of looking at surveying a little bit more. See, if I look at that, yeah, it does start past the house, but it curves. How much line is there between that sidewalk? Well,
Okay, so we need to get Salt Shaker up on this panel, because so maybe I misinterpreted her comment. She's saying that maybe, yeah, the waste of tax dollars was actually the police trying to cite you on this.
hey, Salt Shaker, do you want to come up here? I'll give you the link. I know who she is, by the way. I don't know if she's gonna come up here though.
But I'll give you your win on that, okay? But as you know, not everyone agrees with the fact that that was a waste. Some people might see this as the security guard who did the right thing, called the police instead of physically doing something wrong, like shooting you.
No. What he should have done was just call the president of the HOA if there was a misunderstanding. Instead of waiting an hour and a half for resources to show up.
Well, now I would say waiting an hour and a half definitely was the police should have responded quicker than that. That was on their.
I mean, if this goes to trial and your racist remarks come out, you're done.
I don't think
so. Oh my God, that's awesome. That little kid back there. I would say, Chuck Bronson. I'm just saying, sometimes if one of my things I like to try to humble myself to help me learn and grow. And you got Chuck Bronson on here giving you some tips. I would definitely consider them with more than just a grain of salt,
Has he been to trial?
A lot more than you have, boy.
For racist comments?
No, I'm not a racist, so no.
Neither am I. So there you go.
We'll see if you can sell that one to the jury. No.
We'll see, huh?
No, I'm just saying, dude.
You ready to get it back into this body cam footage now? That's what we were watching beforehand. Before you came up here and be disruptive there, lawyer dog.
Dude, is that your new new background that you have on your YouTube channel there?
The banner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you put that one up?
Last night.
Dude, I just put one up last night too, and it looks very similar to that, dude. I'm like, what the?
Does it really?
Hilarious, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
You know who those 3 cops are, right?
No.
The one on the left is the one that arrested Texas gal audits for trespassing in a post office. The little munchkin in the middle is the guy that got me, and the guy on the right is good old Freddy Krueger that got Carolina. All Texas criminal cops.
Oh,
As
man.
Chuck likes to call them, criminal cops. But let me ask you this too: why didn't the guy just de-escalate when I asked him for the CAD number and send me him on my way? Answer that question.
He wanted to show you who the boss was. He wanted to let everybody know on body cam that you're a little bitch and he's the man.
Oh, is that really what it was? He could have just de-escalated.
That is what it is. You already know that. If you don't, you're dumb.
He could have just de-escalated, but he looks a lot like Krueger there in that picture.
Asking a cop to de-escalate. Yeah, right.
That's my whole point.
But no, I think it's just because it would only be fair. I mean, if someone came to your work and sat there and harassed you and made remarks and waited around it for an hour and a half and videotaped you and the cops showed up and they didn't do anything, you'd be pissed. Especially if you were a security guard trying to do your job, trying not to mace him, trying not to shoot him.
Harassment, I can understand, but during that hour I waited, I didn't engage with them. And if he wouldn't have called the cops, I would have left. President of the HOA showed up. That's all I needed was somebody to address what happened, and I left. I was leaving until he said, "Well, they called the cops." Okay, I'm waiting around. He said, "No, you don't have to wait around." Nah, I've seen incidents go real bad on something like this before. I'll wait around. And for you to do something wrong, what do you have to have 2 of? You have to have knowledge and intent. So, but anyways, I'll get back to this. I'm going to get back to this body cam footage because you guys are out of this freaking world.
No, you make a good case.
Oh, helps if I share this. Hang on. There you go. Playing G.I. Joe with their ARs.
Where's the body cam for your arrest?
We're hearing something.
I already showed it. You were late.
Sounded like
The body cam? Okay,
Sound like
so
somebody
hang on.
rapping
Let me
a
pause
song.
this. I got to pay $178 for the body cam footage, or I got to wait for discovery that may or may never come?
But of course, the discovery will come. You gotta, file a motion, like a Brady motion, if they don't.
I already filed for all the discovery. It just thing is, we haven't even had a court date set to go to pre-trial. So I only had 21 days to respond. I responded like 8 days later with my motions and my plea of not guilty. So like, if I go look up my case, I still don't have a court date. It'd be funny if I go in here and now there's all of a sudden a court date. Still open, no court date. No court date. No judge has been assigned to it or anything. So
I guess that means the state hasn't picked it up then.
no, the state ain't gonna pick it up. It's in city court, bro. It's the municipal court.
Or is your date's not on your ticket?
No. So the way Fort Worth does it, like, you know how you got a court date on your ticket for Harris County?
Yeah.
This just says right here. Like, I thought it was weird that I didn't have a date to show up either. He told me that I had to show up to court within 21 days or contact the court. But this says, please wait 5 business days before appearing or contacting the court.
And that's so it will appear on the docket or whatever.
And then this one here, it states, Yeah, it says if you fail to appear, make a plea online, or mail in your plea within the 21 days, you may be charged with the offense of failure to appear on violation of written. So it says I have 21 days from the time this is written.
And you contacted him 8 days later, so you
Yep.
should be good.
Yeah. But if you look at this, this is a he hit me with a violation code, the city municipal code of 08108, not 4805 or 4815, which is disorderly conduct for the state.
Was there a fine? So it's just an ordinance violation.
Yeah, it's just an ordinance violation, $261.
So I don't know. You'd have to request a hearing for that then, right?
No, I just basically denied. I just pled not guilty, requested a jury trial.
Yeah, so that's you requesting a hearing.
Yep, and then
Can you get jury? Does Texas allow you to do jury trials for ordinance violations?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then you should be good.
That's why I took it. Because I was worried about that I was going to have to plead my case in front of a judge.
Yeah, like Florida, I don't think you're allowed to do jury trial for traffic violations.
It says right here, dude, because I have three options, right? I plead guilty, no contest. I plead guilty.
Crazy.
I plead guilty, no, and then I request
no contest.
No, and then it says this is the option I picked. I plead not guilty and request a trial in this case. I understand that my case will be set for court and that I will receive notice of the court date and time by mail at the address below if I desire to subpoena witnesses. I'm sorry. If I decide to subpoena witnesses, I will provide a list of those witnesses and their mailing addresses to the court at the addresses listed above at 14 days before the trial.
Do they have your correct address?
Yeah, I've got it right. I can't show it on camera, but I've got it written down. Yeah, I made sure that it was
I don't
there.
need to know your address. I'm wanting to know if they do.
I don't want the internet to know.
Why would you?
Yeah, and then it gives me two option boxes here. I wish to request a bench trial and waive my right to a jury trial, or option B, I wish to request a jury trial.
And what? Those are selections on the actual ticket?
Yep, they're right there on the ticket.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you don't even hear nothing from it. So.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, I got to go to court and deal with it, right? Best case scenario, they just throw it out and don't want to even deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially an ordinance. How often do they want to take ordinances to jury trials? Anyways.
That's what I was thinking.
That's always been a rule for me that I've said for years. You know, if everybody would fight back and take everything to jury trial, it would bankrupt the shit out of every court system. If people would stop taking pleas and just file jury trials for everything.
Well, I'm thinking that there are probably a lot less frivolous charges and a lot less frivolous arrests.
Exactly. They're going to tell the cops to leave people alone finally.
I mean, that's how I see it.
People are too scared. You know what I mean? That's the problem. People get scared and take the easy way out and take the plea, give them their money, you know.
Yeah.
They pay that extortion fee and move on.
So what did you do, man? It seems like you hijacked my my bot or my bot.
Yeah, baby. I didn't do nothing. It's how it works. You just didn't know that people can control your Nightbot. It's a way for the, you know, Nightbot to control your chat, and then certain people in your chat, aka moderator, since you make everybody mods, then everybody can pretty much control Nightbot.
That's fine. As long as they don't screw with my current stuff I have in there, I don't care.
If there's something you don't like, you just type in that command, and then, or you just type in delete command, which is DELCOM, or sorry, exclamation mark DELCOM, and then type in exclamation mark and then their command, the one you don't like, and it'll remove it completely. Or you can go to your Nightbot webpage and delete whatever you want there too.
But yeah, so it just, you know, I just think it's funny how everybody, you know, Lawyer Dog brought this whole thing up about calling me a racist. So
Yeah, I was just going. Oh, I see it.
Yep, I got it. You stand point. I got it. How far are you?
Just kidding.
And he's supposed to be kind of in between the buildings on the east side of the senior center on a bench.
Oh my gosh, is this your actual arrest, dude?
No.
I don't know.
Wait, who is this?
This is body cam footage in Alaska.
He's coming up. I've got one more. Back up.
This shit gonna get good, so y'all keep watching.
Hold up. Hey.
Takedown. Yeah. I don't resist. All you need is a little munchkin with handcuffs. That's all it takes.
Well, we think he's right here on the other side of this.
Hello, APD.
Let me see.
Is that the suspect? What's the blackmail? Suspect with the revolver?
Hey, stop! Stop! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! You will get shot! Do not move! Do not move! Do not move!
You know, I got.
Okay, if you reach for it, you're gonna get shot. He has a gun too. Come over to me. We need this fucking
So
shot.
is this where Chili comes in and says,
Go
"Hey,
down on
man,
your face.
this is
If
how
you
you
reach,
use
you're
it."
gonna get shot.
Yeah, I needed one right there.
What?
Huh?
This is where Chili comes in and says, "What? This is where you need your trifold."
Yeah, exactly.
This is why you never run. If you're black or brown, don't turn around. Don't reach around.
Get your stun gun today. If you've been having trouble with the women at the bars on Friday night, next time, carry your stun gun with you.
Stun them and take them home with you. You don't want to pepper spray them because you don't want to get that shit in your eyes. All right, let's continue on, man. You're killing me, Chuck. Killing me.
Just lay down straight here on your stomach.
It's on my head.
Okay.
My dick.
Behind me. 1700.
So what was that? The dog couldn't do his job, and then the cops are scared, but they still run up on the guy, even though they're saying he has a gun?
Well, supposedly there was a call about a guy with a gun, but I mean, I don't know. All I know, I mean, we got 3 more angles that I'm gonna. How many more angles I got? I think
You're
there's
not
4 of them.
answering what I just asked.
I don't know. I haven't gone through all of them yet.
I'm talking about what we just seen, man. Not talking about the ones we ain't seen yet.
No, I'm telling you, I don't know. I could the
guy's running away with a gun. So the cops shouldn't have felt threatened, right? At that point,
I don't think
so.
they should have.
They send the canine in. The canine wasn't able to do his job, or what? It looked like he was biting the shit out of the guy.
I know,
but it was a bad camera angle.
You noticed that
first, but then the cops weren't scared, so 3 of them run up to the guy and then shoot him.
You heard what he said. It's a black guy. Well, you know he was getting shot.
Okay, now you can continue on.
Because you know these cops love to shoot people.
Oh, by the way, he's not racist, guys.
Hey, I'm just pointing out the obvious now at this point because Lawyer Dog wants to bring that fucking shit up. I'm gonna be like sarcastic about it all afternoon now.
Can you put 2 on, please, sir?
We'll figure that out in a second.
All right.
Which hip is your gun on, bud?
It's in front of me.
Hold to your side.
All right.
It's in. Okay. I'm gonna secure the gun.
Yep.
Do not move.
Yep.
I did not. Okay. We're just.
Is that all you have on you, man? Yes. Anything on you that can poke us in any way?
I need photos before I'll pick them up.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
I'm all right here. Okay.
Was he about to set that gun down?
I don't know. I don't know if he was setting. Let me go back because I don't know if he was setting it down or if he was picking a second one up. Because it almost looked like he was picking a second one up. Like where that guy set his gun down on the ground before he took off running. And you see the blur where they just blasted him. I think he had 2 guns in his hand though, because look what he's got.
What they're saying is it illegal to have 2 guns in your hand?
No, I'm saying that the guy that ran, I think he set one down before he took off running.
Well, they just took one off the other guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking they took one off of this guy, and the other guy set his gun down and then took off running.
Well, what the chat here is mentioning is, so what's the crime that they've committed?
There was a report that this guy was doing something with a gun.
So right, so that's not, is that a misdemeanor or a felony to carry a gun? Right?
Depends if you're a felon or not.
What's that?
Depends if you're a felon.
Oh, so did they have reasonable suspicion to believe that they were felons?
Yeah, BZ's already got these guys convicted in his mind, just like a cop.
Just like you guys got me convicted of being a racist. A racist. A racist.
Because we're good jurors.
We're
good jurors.
Can't even speak. We proved you guilty, boy.
At least he's got a black gun. Hold on, he's got a black gun in his hand. He was clearing it.
Exactly. See, it's always about what do you got against something with black guns now?
Why are you bringing it up? Okay, so he's setting it down. Then he picks it. Yeah, he was about to set it down.
He was seriously just gonna set it down.
Yeah.
And he's like, I better
not. Ain't that wild?
Yeah, you can just rip it off, guys. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do here. Oh, my bad. Just holster. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
again, no.
Do we need to go up and check him? Here.
Check what? The guy's unalived.
All I see is people exercising their rights.
Obvious 1129.
All right, now here's another. Hold on. Here's another body cam angle of that.
Yeah, and then Jim says caller gave them Raz by feeling threatened. Well, I mean that's how my false arrest came about. That ended up on Civil Rights Lawyer, and he said, that an anonymous tip from a caller or an anonymous call or an unsubstantiated call isn't enough to just detain somebody. That's just hearsays.
Well, people get swatted all the time. Ask Chuck. Chuck, don't people get swatted all the time?
No. What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is when people call in and say somebody has a gun or somebody said this, somebody's done that, it always ends up in like a swatting type situation. You know, no hardened proof, but yet let's just believe the caller.
I mean, I've heard of those situations for gamers and stuff. Yeah, I wonder what the remedy is for that.
Hit the wrong button. Hang on a second. There we go. Here's the other footage right here from the other camera.
Is all right? Grab the Kevlar. Thanks for we're being told he's on the bench between the buildings, so kind of the, I guess, eastern end of the building.
Way to keep blocking their cameras.
We'll hold that position until you get here then. No reason to do this with two. Yep. Yeah. No, it's right around this corner. We're hearing something mechanical clicking. Who else we got? Said you? We'll take one more. Yep.
Did you look these arrestees up for their charges or anything?
No, believe it or not, I just was able to get access to the body cam footage, and I haven't had a chance to look this stuff up. Just because people like body cam footage is the only reason I did it. So I was just pulling up. I was having like a body cam live stream, hoping that, you know, that people would be entertained today. Not go off on for like over an hour and a half about my arrest. Thanks, Lawyer Dog. Still stinks, still fresh.
Yeah, right on.
If we see him, you have commands, okay? Can he get into the signature on this side? I don't think so. The front door is even secure for the most part. Yep. He's using a cement wall, but I want to clear this corner real quick. I'm gonna pop this corner. Yep. Good here.
Well, we think he's right here on the other side of the desk. Oh, you did. Let me go.
Black male. Suspect had the revolver with the poly knife. Stop yelling. Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him have it. And it's got him. On the poly. On the poly. Shut the gun!
Okay, 4 shots fired. Shots fired. Suspect down.
Good. And then okay.
If you reach
What's that?
45. We have no suspects here.
Do not move! 17 here. If you move, you're gonna get
Give us a
fucking
44
shot.
right now. We have one more with the gun.
Go down on your face. If you reach, you're gonna get shot. I'm gonna turn around. What? Turn around. Just lay down, right here on your stomach. It's on my hip. Okay. Back up. Do not move.
17 him, go behind us.
Behind you?
Behind me. 17 him.
Well, I guess everything now. Move it on.
Next we're live. Next suspect's on scene. Close off. North, I need you here.
Can you put 2 on, please, sir? We'll figure that out in a second. All right. It's in front of me. Hold your
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone comes to me. Did you fire?
I fired.
Oh, yeah. Did you fire?
Yeah.
I fired. Okay.
I did not.
Copy.
What?
Did you fire?
No.
Okay.
So I'll have I'm shot through. I'll stay with somebody. I just need someone to take him.
He goes with.
Number 8.
Right.
I'll put my dog up. I got. You're gonna stay with me and then
I need photos.
I'll wait for someone taking you. Okay.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I'll take one.
You stay.
Thank you, good Sarge.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yep.
Can you just rip it off, guys?
Okay. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Oh, my bad. Is this the holster?
Yeah.
Do we need to go up and check him?
Yeah.
Here.
10-10. We don't need to rush this.
Here.
No. The hell no. There is no need to this. And that's 45. You can stage medic, which is pretty hard.
Stay right there.
Not a good time. Go back. Go back. Okay, let's go ahead and move 1 into the parking lot to the east and start securing this crime scene tape.
I've got crime scene tape too.
We need a car here. You're a witness. We're going to need you.
We need a car on 19. We have a 17. We have that.
APD is all 10-2. You guys keep running code, but you can slow it down a little bit. We are all 10-2. I need somebody to come around. There's 2 SUVs just pulled up. Come around to the east side of the parking lot over here. East side, over here. Get a vehicle over here. And involved officers, I need your body cam. One here.
Damn, what was that?
Sound like somebody wrapping something. This is supposed to be upside down.
Well, there was someone behind me. I don't know where they went.
Take one more.
You want to ask where the canine is real quick?
Yep.
I got one.
How far are you?
But all right, man. I'm just gonna let you know I got to bow out here. I'm just gonna listen in while I tend to the kids here. So
Okay.
Thanks for having me on, dude.
See him?
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling me a racist.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Couldn't get into the senior center on the side.
I'll have to play that one back because I had the kids in my ear. Couldn't hear you.
The front
Right
door
on,
is
dude.
secured
All
for
right,
the
see you.
Wait, hold on. Let me pause that. What were you saying?
Oh, sorry. I missed your joke. I'm gonna go back and rerun it. I had these kids in my ear, but thanks
I
again.
said thanks for calling me a racist. Appreciate it.
Oh, all right, dude. All right, good to
All
see
right,
you,
man. I'll catch you later, bro.
Right on, peace.
Why you keep changing your
Ow, man.
profile? Why you keep changing your profile picture?
They get some cover, boys.
Yep.
Oh, hey. Back up a little bit. Hey. Hey. Well, we think he's right here on the other side of this.
Hello, APD.
Let me see.
Is that the suspect? What's this?
Black man. Suspect had to come over.
Hey,
Hey, don't move! Please don't move! Drop the gun!
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! You will get shot! Drop the gun! I do not move. On the plane. Drop the gun!
Shots fired. Shots fired. Suspect down.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! I do not move. On the plane. Drop the gun!
I don't even think he had the gun on him when he blasted him.
Drop the gun!
Shots fired. Shots fired. Suspect down.
And the dog's still freaking biting his ass.
Do not move! 17 hands.
You good?
I'm good. You good?
All right.
Go down to the face.
If you don't see you alone, then you're good.
What? Just lay down. Sit here on your stomach.
Officers are sent to. We got one suspect down. Cosmetics red to stand.
Let's back up.
Back up.
Or else, I guess, get in between them if they're moving up. I guess. He's definitely left. Yeah, ask them.
Can you put 2 on, please, sir?
We'll figure that out in a second.
All right.
Which hip is your gun on, bud?
It's in front of me.
Hold your.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I got someone next to me. Did you fire?
I fired.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fire?
Yeah.
I fired. Okay.
I did not.
Got it.
Fire. We're just. Cool. I'll have. I'm shot through. I'll stay with somebody.
Take him.
Is that all you have on you?
He goes away. All right. Number 8.
This is insane, guys. This is the K9 handler on this next one.
K4, do we have coverage on the south side? If he's in the middle, does one person want to come with me and we'll go cover the back? Make sure he doesn't get into the woods.
Right here on that side of that.
Okay. Hello, APD. Can you keep your hands where I can see them?
Let me.
Thanks.
Hey,
stop! Get on the ground, or you're gonna get bit.
Drop the gun! On the party. Drop the gun!
Oh, he covered up his camera too, little rat bastard. You see that, Chuck? Cover his camera straight up.
Stop! Get on the ground, or you're gonna get bit.
Drop the gun! On the party. Drop the gun!
Because the gun was already dropped. Slow this down. Half speed. Cover your body cam, you son of a bitch.
K4, shots fired, shots fired. Suspect down.
X45. Do not move! 17 hands. If you move, you're gonna get fucking shot. Go down your face.
If you don't listen, you will also get bit.
What? Lay down. Come on. Okay. Come on. Get up.
Good boy, Ray. Good boy. You're such a good boy.
Next we got next officer.
K4, we're going 17 on the second. All of APD is 10-2.
All right. It's in front of me. Hold your side. Fire. I did not.
What? No.
I'll have I'll fix somebody. Is that all you have on you, man? Somebody turn anyway.
I'm gonna put my dog up. I gotta clean him up a little bit.
That is insane. I think this is the last one right here for this call.
If he's on the
Chevy in here?
We think he's right here on the other side of this.
Oh, okay. I thought he was here.
Hello, APD. You keep your hands right. Let me see. Thanks. Hey, hey, Sam, drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him have it. You guys got him? On the phone. On the phone.
Something on the ground.
Drop the gun!
Day 4, shots fired, shots fired. Suspect down.
I can't play the music because of the damn brownie likes to sing.
Okay. If you reach, you're gonna get shot. Gun 2. Come on. Move. 17 hands. If you move, you're gonna get
I'm good. You good? All right.
Go down the face. If you don't listen, you will also get bit. What? Just lay down. Shut here on your side.
Officers are 10-2. We got one suspect down. Paramedics red to stage.
Back up.
Back up.
Can you put 2 on, please, sir? We'll figure that out in a second. All right. Which hip is your gun on, bud? It's in front of me. Hold to your side. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to switch the gun.
I fired.
Yeah.
I fired.
All right, that's it. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna have to call this. I've been on here 3.5 hours already. I got to do some editing too, but wanted to bring you guys some body cam footage. But that's with that being said, I'm gonna get back to it and edit my videos and so. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. So I'm going to get the flock out of here. It's about 3.5 hours of body cam footage and then cover my video because somebody wanted to come up here and talk about it. But anyways, guys, I appreciate everyone coming in. Appreciate anybody going over to my website and making a purchase or any kind of donations through Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, buymeacoffee.com, GoFundMe, or my Amazon wish list. I do appreciate it. You guys keep the support coming. I'm going to be covering Mr. Mata's case next week, and I'm also going to be debating fraud or troll either on Wednesday night or Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys, I will see y'all on the next live stream. Appreciate you coming in. Later. Gators, don't be hating. Don't be hating. Y'all take it easy. I'll probably do another live stream later tonight.
Another great product brought to you by TAP Security Products. This is the elite edge trusted brand, bringing you 12.5-inch American flag with skull pattern. It has a 90-day warranty. Its normal price is $34.95. It's marked down to $29.95. And right now it's on special for $24.99 plus tax and shipping. These make great gifts before Christmas and great stocking stuffers, so get them while supplies last. That's right, they're marked down to $24.99 until the end of the year.